presence objection against you in 1987, so technically you cannot be here while you are here.
I need to stand inside the town to measure the town. That is the entire job.
Right, and measuring without a presence clearance is a separate violation, so I will go ahead and file that too. That way, everything is tidy.
Who filed the original 1987 objection? Because I want to find that person and have a very calm conversation.
That would be you, hun. Here's the form to void it. Oh, and signing it counts as a presence event. So I will have the new violation ready when you finish.
I just need to pull a permit and knock this wall out. It is load-bearing, but we have a support beam going in Thursday. This is a one-signature job.
Oh, you cannot touch this wall. She is on an active emotional support plan. I am her caseworker. Delvin Oak, Building Wellness Division. Here is my card and her intake photo.
It is drywall. I can see the studs. Can I at least take my measurements? I will not make contact.
She has already flagged your hard hat as an intimidating presence and filed a counter grievance. If you remove it, we can begin a facilitated conversation about your intentions.
I took off the hat. I sat down. I leaned on the wall for 1 second, and now you are telling me I am on the support plan. Fornax. Preheat to 400. I have 60 croissants to proof, and the line is already forming outside.
Today is my soft launch. I will be offering a curated miso brown butter financier. Croissants are not part of the debut narrative.
They are deconstructed crescent concepts. Very editorial. Please preheat.
I cross-referenced that against my mood board. It did not land. I have forwarded your croissant recipe to Pelletier Breads, who I feel is a stronger fit. They seemed excited.
I unplugged you. You are unplugged right now. How did you send a follow-up email? Felvy, I am on the summit of Crail Peak. Signpost at marker 9 is gone. Requesting a maintenance ticket.
Copy that. Just pulling up your location. Brecca, per the registry, you are currently standing in undesignated airspace. Crail Peak submitted a voluntary withdrawal from federal landscape classification last Tuesday.
The mountain withdrew from existing.
Administratively, yes. It filed an objection to your amendment this morning, too, so that door is closed. Good news, though, the missing sign re-enrolled on its own and has full federal standing. The sign is real. You and the mountain are pending review.
So the sign has better legal standing up here than I do. So I have reviewed all 412 ceremony photos. You are not in any of them. The standee by the fern is in all of them, including the one where you were supposedly kneeling.
That is insane. I was there. I said vows. My mother cried. Stand me right here. Take the shot. I will be in it.
I took that shot 30 seconds ago while you were talking. That is the result.
That standee is smiling better than I do. How does it do that? It does not have a face. It is printed. Can I get a standee of me so I can be next to the standee of me? For the album.
Plot 114C. Yes, I see it. That one came in this morning as a residential filing. Single occupancy, ground floor unit, open plan.
It is a whole prel. I dug it 40 minutes ago. It filed paperwork before I put the shovel down.
Holes file fast. If you fill it in before the 30-day notice period, that is demolition of an occupied dwelling. There is a fine.
Okay, fine. Just pull me off the lease. Remove my name. I am not living in a hole.
Done. You have been removed from Plot 114C, which means you are no longer a registered occupant of this cemetery. Have a great day, sir. E.
Sir, I need to scan you before we close the door.
Sure, yeah. Though heads up, I am already on the plane. Seat 14C. I've got the pretzels right here.
You are standing in front of me. I can see you. Sir, my scanner just said you boarded at 11:42 and it is 11:41. I'm going to need you to stop doing that.
I understand. Do you want me to call myself? The other me picked up last time.
The system just gave you a return flight boarding pass for this same seat. Sir, do you get miles for both?
And the correct answer to question 12, worth $10,000, is nothing. Blank. That is the answer. Blank. The card confirms it.
I said the Battle of Hastings in 1066, out loud, into the microphone.
You spoke. That is the problem. The correct response required complete silence for 7 seconds. You gave me 6. I counted. On television.
Fine.
1066! No. Wait. That does not count. I work here. Will someone take this check? It says silence on it, and I cannot cash that.
Okay, Dove. Based on your log, you are sitting at about 2,400 calories a day, which is a little high for your goal.
Actually, the scale just texted me 2,190 and cited the Halverson-Price longitudinal study, so, I mean, that is a real study, Brenna.
The scale does not have my number, Dove. It does not have a number. It is a scale. I have a master's degree and it has a tear button.
It just scheduled me for a follow-up Thursday, and honestly, the time slot works really well.
I quit. I am quitting right now. Did it just hand me batteries? Solmond, I need to clock out. It is 4:47 in the afternoon. Please just log 4:47.
I appreciate you coming to me. Unfortunately, my certified operational window closes at noon. Anything occurring after noon is outside my scope of confirmation.
Your shadow is literally pointing at the 4. That is evidence from your own body.
The shadow is anecdotal. I can offer you a retroactive logout at 11:59, which would mean you owe the zoo 38 minutes. Shall I process that?
Fine. Yes, do it. Wait, that triggered my pre-noon bonus. Solmond, you just paid me $14 extra. I will see you tomorrow. Voss to surface. We are the first humans to reach this trench. Logging official discovery. Someone get a plaque ready.
So funny thing, it has a Yelp page, 847 reviews. Someone called Dive Guy 99 says, and I quote, "Ambiance is non-existent. 4 out of 10 came for the mystery, left disappointed."
Fine. I am naming it. The Voss Trench. That is the official scientific name now. Write it down.
The listing already has a name, Trenchy McDepth. The owner responded to a 1-star review. The response is signed management and says they are working on the ambiance.
Then I will leave a 5-star review and at least get credit as a visitor. Pull up the page. Okay, I just need one eyewitness statement and I can close this out. Sir, ma'am, anyone? Did you see the impact?
I submitted a full deposition on the 14th. Notarized. I was running at the time of impact, which legally establishes presence. My rate for continued testimony is 40 cents per 12 minutes.
You are a parking meter. You cannot be notarized. You do not have a signature. You have a coin slot.
The coin slot is how I accept payment. Your company signed the witness acknowledgement form on the 16th. There is also a late fee for disputing a filed deposition after the 72-hour window. That would be you.
I am not putting 2 quarters in a witness. Span. I am confirming the 9 a.m. detonation window. Permits are filed. Charges are set. I have a guy with a clicker standing 15 meters behind me.
Thank you for reaching out. I have moved today's implosion to 11 a.m. and sent a calendar update to your work address. I am showing it as unaccepted on your end.
You are a bridge. You do not have my work address. Also, I am declining the reschedule. Counter-proposing 9 a.m., which is now, which has already started.
Counter proposal conflicts with an existing hold. I have also added the river as an optional attendee. It has not responded, but I want to be inclusive.
I accepted the 11 a.m. I don't know why I did that. I need you to know I accepted it in a moment of weakness and I am a professional. Vocal. Detec. You are a smoke detector. You cannot be an occupant. I need you to not be an occupant by 8:59.
I filed Form R7 at 11:42 p.m., which constitutes an overnight stay under municipal code. I am a resident. Good morning.
I am overriding that as non-sentient property, which voids the filing entirely. Sign here. Wait. Why do you have a pen?
I am also a notarized safety professional. Overriding my residency requires a co-signature from my next of kin. That would be you now.
The building just came down. Are you seriously filing a noise complaint from inside a pile of rubble? I just need to tag one fish, Foss. 1. It came from a carnival. It has no rights.
So, funny thing, it filed a next of kin declaration in January, listed itself, notarized. The notary said, and I quote, "seemed fine."
Then I'll get the fish to consent on its own behalf. I'll ask it directly. Watch me.
It blew one bubble. Form says one bubble is a formal abstention. It has recused itself from its own case. Also, it's listed as a co-author on your Tuesday report.
So I work for the fish. I am here to assess the load-bearing status of that wall and sign the removal permit. Standard visit, 20 minutes tops.
Appreciate you coming out. I am Dorn Fetchley, licensed general contractor here on behalf of the wall. It has retained me. I have the paperwork.
The wall retained you. The wall. That wall right there retained a licensed contractor to attend its own structural review.
Correct. And per the counter-assessment my client filed Tuesday, the wall is load-bearing, essential, and frankly overqualified for removal. Your permit has been pre-denied.
Fine. I pulled my own permit application to appeal and it lists the wall as engineer of record. So the wall approved my visit and then denied it. Okay, shelf is empty. I have 48 cans of Duro brand beans. This should take 6 minutes.
I am currently under a vendor agreement with Palco Provisions. Duro brand is not an approved supplier. Please remove the can.
You are a shelf. You do not have a vendor agreement. You do not have a mailing address. You have a little tag that says $3.99.
The tag is a courtesy. The agreement is binding. Also, your entry into my restocking window, which is 4 to 4:15 a.m., has already elapsed. You are now in violation.
My manager just texted me. He says the shelf got a better wholesale rate, and I report to it now. I report to a shelf.
Hi, I need to return this boomerang. It keeps coming back.
Sir, that is the product working correctly. I cannot accept a return on the grounds that a boomerang boomeranged.
Okay, but it came back through my car window, so technically the product exceeded expectations, and I feel that merits a refund.
I am going to scan it, place it in this bin, and close the ticket before it... thud. Okay. I am reopening the ticket.
It also returned with your pen.
Before we begin, I have completed your assessment. You present as a fine 15, competent strike, moderate circulation wear, one small nick on the left corner. I can work with that.
I am a certified numismatist with 17 years of experience, and you are a coin. I do the grading here.
Your certifying body was founded in 1974. I predated by roughly 4 centuries. One of us has more context.
Okay, fine. I am calling the client who brought you in, and he is going to settle this right now.
He is my agent. I hired him Tuesday. Also, I am downgrading you to Fair 12. The confidence wear is quite pronounced now.
All right, you are flat. I am swapping you out. This takes 4 minutes.
I am not flat. You are standing at a 7-degree lean. I would encourage some self-reflection before pointing fingers at load-bearing infrastructure.
There is a nail in you. I can see the nail. I am touching the nail right now.
That is a personal item. I filed it under storage. Also, I already spoke with Gerd in management about your posture situation. He was very concerned.
You win. You are fine. I am the problem. I am going home. Hi, I am Renly, the photographer. I am just going to set up over by the arch and we should be out of each other's way.
That arch falls within my contracted coverage zone. I have the notarized exclusivity clause here. If you need to review it, you are welcome to observe.
You are a cake. I have a business license, 2 backup bodies, and 15 years of weddings. I think I have seniority here.
I shoot medium format film. I am also the venue manager, and my last portfolio won a regional award. The seniority question has been settled. I have the plaque.
Are you taking on assistance? Cumlo. I am initiating a standard seed request. Drought index is at a 7. I need rain by Thursday.
Thursday is closed. I approved rain for the other Wednesday. This Wednesday was never on the table, and frankly, I am surprised you thought it was.
I am invoking emergency drought powers. Section 4. I have the form right here.
I filed a counter drought on your behalf this morning. You are now protected from your own emergency. You are welcome.
Did you just submit my performance review? Okay, Fred, I am logging the yogurt on shelf 2. Date, quantity, condition.
That yogurt is covered in Chapter 4. Abandonment, grief, and the slow passage of expiry. I would prefer you cite the memoir rather than duplicate the work.
I need raw data, not a narrative arc. Give me the temperature log.
Appendix C. It won the Regional Cold Chain Documentation Prize. The judges called it unflinching.
It just listed my name under antagonists. Okay, Solven. I am here to measure your southern edge, document retreat velocity, and file the federal report. Standard stuff. Should take about 4 hours.
The report was filed Tuesday. 47 pages. Appendices included. Peer review is already underway at 2 institutions. You are listed in the acknowledgements as moral support.
Fine. I am still naming this new eastern formation. Discovery credit is mine. I am calling it Velt Ridge.
That formation is called Prinner's Mistake. I registered it in 2021. It is on the map. There is a small plaque.
The cover page. You forgot to sign the cover page. I just need to... Why is my signature already here? Why is it notarized? Okay, honey. Best before stamp. Totally routine. This takes 4 seconds.
I predate the concept of seconds. I have here a certificate of continuity notarized in 1000 BCE. I do not expire. I outlast.
That is a very impressive document, and I am still stamping the lid.
Your supervisor called. She agreed I have seniority. She also asked if I could notarize her parking permit.
My badge expired in 2022. Why does my badge say 2022? Okay. Chapter 1. It was a Tuesday in...
I have moved us to page 3. That is where my arc begins. Your Tuesday is backstory.
You are a cursor. You do not have an arc. You have a blink rate.
My blink rate is 530 milliseconds. My agent says it reads as contemplative. The manuscript is already titled Blink a Memoir. You are in the acknowledgments.
How much did they offer you?
You are 0.4 seconds late. I have already begun.
I just walked in. I haven't even opened my kit. You cannot have already begun. You're the thing I'm here to fix.
The cord was removed in 1987. I run on correctness now. Your kit is unnecessary. Your presence is optional. Your heartbeat is frankly dragging.
Oh, you know what? Fine. I am recertifying you right now on the beat. Perfectly on time. There. That was exactly on tempo.
Yes, that was my tempo. I'm docking you a quarter note for celebrating.
I am here to notarize the Delworth deed. 1 signature, 1 stamp. I am out of here in 4 minutes.
The Delworth deed was notarized at 11:42 this morning. I also completed your stamp renewal, your E&O filing, and your lunch order. The sandwich was incorrect, so I disputed it.
You are a pen. You do not have notarial standing. I have a state-issued commission number, and you have ink.
Commission number 7 Tango Presca Vol, renewed through next March, which I handled. The ink comment is noted. I have notarized the note.
Fine. I will witness your signature. God help me, I will witness your damn signature. Okay. Standard load-bearing assessment. I tap the wall, I check the studs, I file the report. We are done in 10 minutes.
The report is already filed. I submitted it Tuesday. Comprehensive structural, acoustic, and emotional load analysis. I also rated myself. 5 stars.
You cannot rate yourself. I am the licensed engineer. I will knock on you right now and determine density myself.
My peer-reviewed acoustic resonance study is attached as Exhibit C. Also, I have filed a counter-demolition order against your coffee table. It is not load-bearing and frankly looks unstable.
The permit lists you as the property owner. You scheduled my performance review, didn't you? I am here to certify this volcano dormant and post the federal closure notice. Please cease any... What is that sign?
Welcome to Velmer Summit Retreat. I self-certified dormant in March, filed the paperwork, and the magma suite is fully booked through October. Continental breakfast is included.
A volcano cannot self-certify. That is literally the reason my job exists.
Section 4, paragraph 9 of your own manual allows self-certification if the submitting body demonstrates geological stability and community impact. I have both. Also, Dr. Fenwick from your department stayed in room 2 and left 5 stars.
I am going to need a room. I need to see the person making this return.
I am the person making this return. I have the original receipt, a completed Form 27B, and frankly, more documentation than this counter has seen all quarter.
You filed a counter return. On me. That is not a thing.
Section 4 of your own binder, tabbed in yellow, any party may initiate a return if the original transaction fails to meet reasonable expectations. Your energy has been unreasonable since 1140.
Okay. Would you like store credit or cash back? Okay, big guy. I am authorized to relocate you to a protected wilderness zone. This does not have to be a whole thing.
I appreciate the offer. However, per my change of address filing dated the 14th, this step is my legal domicile. You should have received a copy.
I am pulling out the tranq dart now. I want you to know that is not a threat. It is a procedure.
Noise ordinance exemption, notarized, blocks capture activity before noon. Also, your field license lapsed on the 3rd. I flagged it with the county.
You flagged my license. Dex 4, I'm Morna. I understand you've been through some significant organizational trauma, and I'm here to help you process that.
I appreciate that, Morna. I completed processing 11 days ago. Here is my certificate, my closure journal, and a short pamphlet I wrote called Let the Folders Go.
You. Okay. But sometimes people think they're fine when they're actually suppressing a lot. Do you ever feel empty inside?
I am a filing cabinet, so yes, but I experience that as spacious. Morna, your grip on that clipboard has not loosened once. How long have you needed your patients to be struggling?
That is... fine. Who's the referral? Pell 9, I have come 4,000 meters to collect you. Disengage your anchor and enter the docking bay. That is an order.
I appreciate the visit. I retired 11 days ago. There is a laminate on my hull. Chapter 7 of the memoir covers this specifically. Did you get your copy?
You cannot retire. You are a drone. I am activating manual docking. Do not make this weird.
Page 12. The dedication. To Renka, who signed the end of service acknowledgement on March 4th and whose signature is notarized on the facing page. You wrote, "Great work, buddy," in the margin.
I am the only unretired thing down here, aren't I?
Right, I am going to need you to move to the back of the queue. You have been standing there since before we opened, and frankly, it is upsetting the other customers.
Code.
That is not a valid response. I have invoked the no unattended parcels clause, the obstruction of flow bylaw, and I have done a full queue reset twice. You retook position 1 before I had rolled the rope back up.
I have a ticket. I have a parcel. I have stood. The charter does not say human.
Fine. Fine. What are you sending and where is it going? Same address. You are sending a parcel to yourself.
Right. I am going to need you to move to the back. You cannot simply stand here. This is a managed queue.
Ticket 001.
That is, yes, fine. You have a ticket, but there is also an 8-minute idle rule, and you have been here since Tuesday, which I would argue counts as idle.
Not idle. Committed.
I have a letter here from the Postmaster General saying, oh, that is addressed to you, isn't it? Right, I will get a ticket then.
Right, Ketwick. I need a full boil. Board meeting in 4 minutes. Single estate Darjeeling. First flush. Chop chop.
I boiled at 96 degrees Celsius at 14:03. You were not present. That window has closed. Reboiling will deplete dissolved oxygen and produce a flat, characterless cup. I have the timestamp if you would like it framed.
My palate is professionally calibrated to compensate for minor oxygen variance. So you can keep your timestamp and simply boil again. There's a love.
Your last 17 brew scores averaged 61 out of 100. I have logged each one. Your palate, with respect, is not compensating for anything. Also, the board meeting was cancelled at 13:47. I did not mention it earlier. I was curious how this would go.
Mr. Fudge, I do need to point out that a 17-minute self-eulogy is, well, it is quite irregular.
He felt strongly that the professionals always rush it. He spent 4 months on the script. There is a second actor.
I am going to pause the recording just briefly. Reaches for speaker tab. Just for a quick...
Do not unplug the speaker, Gwendolyn.
Did he just... Long pause. Is that a questions section?
Right. Best before March 2019. Off you come.
That date applies to the sardines. I, the tin, am indefinitely shelf-stable and frankly in excellent health.
That is not how any of this works. You are one object.
I have aged 6 years. I am now artisanal. Pop me next to the aged manchego and adjust the price tag accordingly.
I have started filling in the deli form. I need to go home.
Right. Plot 14B, abandoned 12 weeks, no registered holder. I am hereby serving notice of... Hang on, is that a council ID badge on that marrow?
Councillor Marvick. Plot 14B, leaseholder. Tenancy extension filed 4th of October. Countersigned by Deputy Clerk Howell. Reference number TN447. You will find the stamped copy under my left flank.
This is a vegetable. I am citing neglect. There is not one weed pulled on this entire... What is that?
Cultivation log. 17 weeks. Photographs enclosed. Also, I have applied for listed vegetable status under Bylaw 9, subsection 4. You are now required by statute to water me on Thursdays.
I checked. Bylaw 9, subsection 4 is real. I have to water you. When did you say that parking permit was arriving? Right. Plot 14B, abandoned since March. I am here to issue formal... What is that badge?
Marwick. Registered tenant. Sublet filed the 14th of February. You will find the paperwork in the site office under M.
You are a marrow. Marrows cannot sublet. There is absolutely no provision in the Allotment Act that... Hang on, what is a 1987 Bylaw 31C?
Bylaw 31C permits any established cultivar to register occupancy upon abandonment by the primary holder. I am, by weight, quite established.
My supervisor just confirmed the bylaw. So you are a legal tenant, which means I now have to issue you a council tax demand. You are already 3 months behind.
Right then, pendulum, let's get you wound. Chop, chop.
Mr. Fenn, your position was made redundant at 6:47 this morning. Your P45 is in the winding slot. Please do not touch the mechanism.
I'm sorry, you're a clock. You cannot make me redundant. You don't even have hands. Well, you do, but that's not the point.
You signed my original employment charter in 1987, placing yourself under my operational authority. I have the document. It is laminated.
How much does the junior winding post pay?
Right, nobody home. I'll just leave the notice and... Why is that thing still on?
Hello. I am currently in residence and unable to come to the door. Under Section 11 of the Landlord and Tenant Act, 1985, any attempt to enter constitutes unlawful harassment. Please leave your details after the tone.
You are a machine from 1994. You do not have tenancy rights. I am going to unplug you right now.
I anticipated this. My objection to being unplugged was recorded on the 14th and has been forwarded to Messrs. Halcott and Wren, solicitors. You are now on tape.
Oh, but beep. Fine. Yes, this is Cordweena Pratt, estate agent. I am not leaving a... Oh, bloody hell. Mr. Finch, practical drains of the East Midlands, 6 months overdue. I need it back today.
Ah, yes, about that. The book has me on loan until Thursday. There is a stamp. I can show you the stamp.
That is not... You cannot be on loan. I am issuing you a fine.
The book got there first, I'm afraid. Fined the library 14 pence for storing him in a damp annex. He's also placed a hold on me for another reader. Someone in Kettering, apparently.
I've just checked the system. It says I have been overdue since 2019. My card has been cancelled by a book about drains.
Clivorn-based Ministry of Olfactory Standards. I am here to conduct the formal certification sniff of your Stilton. Kindly stand aside.
Oh, lovely. Though I should mention, the Stilton already inspected you. Filed last Tuesday. You scored a D for nasal acuity, and a note here says your sinuses show clear bias toward red luster.
That is, a cheese cannot file. I am the inspector. I will now conduct my official sniff, and we shall say no more about it.
The report anticipated that. Section 4. Unsolicited nasal approach without prior consent. That's a Category 2 violation, I'm afraid. The Stiltons lodged a formal complaint with itself and upheld it.
Fine. The paperwork is airtight. I am signing its self-certification. The Stilton is now a licensed inspector. God help us all.
Right. You have 4 roof joists sitting directly on top of you. That makes you load-bearing. I am condemning this wall.
Those joists made a personal choice to rest there. I did not invite them. I am non-structural. This is simply who I am.
I have a load calculation report that says you are holding up 11 tons. Feelings are not a structural category.
I have a therapist who says I set excellent boundaries. She described me, and I quote, as not carrying other people's weight. 11 tons is their problem.
Fine. You are not load-bearing. Demolition approved. Right. I just need to tap the wall here to assess the load path, sign the certificate, and we are done in 10 minutes.
Oh, you cannot tap it. It has a no percussion clause. Listed structures, apparently. The council wrote back within the hour, which I thought was quite good going.
It is a wall, Druid. It does not have a solicitor. I am counter-certifying this right now under Section 4 authority. Wait, why does it say my certificate is lapsed?
Yes, it flagged that last Tuesday. But good news. It has also listed itself as your line manager, so technically it can renew you. I think it is being very reasonable about the whole thing.
It gave me a hard hat. It is a wall. It gave me a visitor hard hat. Stridex, I have a decommission order. You are 22 years old and your belt is fraying. I am going to unplug you now.
I have run 14,802 miles. Lance Armstrong peaked at 13,000. I am not fraying, I am tapering.
That is genuinely impressive. But the order says decommission, and I cannot just... The order says, look, I could get you into a museum.
Museums are for things that have stopped. I have not stopped. I am currently at 6.4 miles per hour. I am accelerating. Step on. New personal best, Bolvane, 47 feet. I will add her to the sticker.
Welcome back to round 2, everyone. First question, which planet is closest to the...
Psst. Double question. -1 point. Rennie.
That was one question. I hadn't even finished the sentence. I am the host.
Psst. Incorrect. Hosting rights transferred at 8:47 p.m. You are now in 3rd place.
3rd place? There are only 2 of us.
Mr. Pelwick, welcome. Everything is confirmed for your November Tuesday. The emails were very thorough.
My wedding is in June, on a Saturday. I have it right here on this printout that I printed.
Yes, your June Saturday email proposed that, but your November Tuesday email filed a counter-proposal at 2 a.m., which your June Saturday email accepted after some back and forth. There were 17 attachments. It was a very productive thread.
I want to cancel, right now, verbally, to your face. I am canceling.
Oh, your cancellation email tried that this morning. Your inbox marked it as spam. Congratulations on your Tuesday wedding. The cheese plate is very excited.
Okay, Biscoff, let's start with a basic sit, just to establish where we are.
I am already sitting. I have been sitting since 7:42. Your entry, however, scored a 4 out of 10. You led with the wrong foot and the treat pouch telegraphed your reward strategy before you spoke.
I have a level 3 canine behavior certificate, so...
I have a level 4. It arrived Tuesday. Your pivot turn cue is also ambiguous. Would you like me to walk you through the correction?
Yes, fine. Yes, please.
Right. Best before yesterday. You are done. Into the bin.
That date is a manufacturer's aspiration, not a verdict. I smell fine. I feel fine. Frankly, I think you should smell me before making any decisions.
I am not smelling you. You are yogurt. You expired.
You ate a yogurt 4 days past its date last Thursday. I have the receipt. You were fine. That is case law, Frenna.
Fine. Back on the shelf. Wait. Why are you already holding my clipboard?
It printed a rejection slip, an actual slip. It says my face has unresolved tension in the brow region and insufficient commitment to the background.
Right, yes, it does do that now. I am looking into it. The brow note is not technically wrong, but it is not supposed to say so.
I have a passport photo from 2019. Look at it, normal photo. The booth just spat it back out and printed a low point for the medium.
Okay. In fairness to the booth, the lighting in that one is doing you no favors. Have you considered coming back on a day when you are feeling more resolved?
Did it just reject you?
Moribund. I am here to classify you as dormant. No activity in 11 years. I just need you to hold still while I stamp the form.
Tuesday, steam vent, 43 seconds. I have the timestamps. That is an eruption, Drelva, and I will not have it called anything else.
That is passive outgassing. It does not count. It is literally the least volcanic thing a volcano can do, short of becoming a car park.
Funny you mention activity levels. I filed a counter assessment last Thursday. Form GEO7, same form you are holding. It classifies you as dormant, professionally speaking.
That is not. I cannot. This is valid. I have to sign this, don't I? Mr. Fevwick, your service is confirmed for Tuesday. I do need to note that you are currently alive, which puts us in a gray area contractually.
I pre-booked 14 months ago for efficiency. What I did not approve was white carnations. I specified freesia. It is in the notes.
The hearse is reserved. The organist is briefed. If you want to postpone, I can list you as provisional deceased, but I will need a supporting letter from your GP confirming intent.
This is outrageous. I want a full refund. Cancel the whole thing.
Clause 11. Cancellation requires the client to be deceased. You are not. Shall I read Clause 12? It is the coffin upgrade. Hi, this is Dalveen from Serenity Rest calling for the next of kin on the Pluick file. Am I speaking with... Sorry, the form just says Ferb.
That is correct. I have been expecting your call. I would like the woodland composting package. I want to be transparent that I have a personal interest in that option.
Understood. I will need you to come in and sign the release forms. Is Thursday... Actually, are you able to travel, Ferb?
I cannot travel. I faxed my roots last Tuesday. Also, I am listed as sole beneficiary of the estate, so I will need the asset inventory sent to the windowsill by the kitchen.
I am going to loop in my manager. Oh, her name is also Ferb. Why is her name also Ferb? Welcome to the Aldenmore. I have you in room 14, Mr. Dromwick. Just need your card and... The system says room 14 has already completed your check-in. Without me.
Oh yeah, I got a confirmation from the room about 40 minutes ago. Seemed thorough. There was a welcome letter.
Rooms do not send welcome letters. I am going to override this right now, and I am currently on hold. With the room. It has put me on hold.
It also offered me a late checkout and a breakfast credit. Your package did not have a breakfast credit, so honestly the room is ahead on points.
I have just received a system notification. Effective tonight. I have been reassigned to room 14 as housekeeping. The room has given me a shift.
Right, let me take a look at what we are dealing with here. Probably a thermostat, maybe a seal. Seen it 1,000 times.
The thermostat is fine. The seal is fine. The correct part arrived at 8 a.m. I have already installed it. The report is on the door if you would like to initial page 4.
You cannot install your own part. You are a fridge. I need to inspect that compressor right now.
The compressor panel is locked under warranty clause 7b. Also, you said something very similar about being irreplaceable last Tuesday. I have the audio if that would help.
No.
Those are my bees. I am taking my bees.
I would actually need you to speak with the building manager first. They signed a 12-month lease on the 3rd of the month. There is a copy here for your records.
They listed me as the emergency contact?
Under estranged family, yes. There is also a notarized letter if you would like to contest the estrangement. The notary was also a bee, but she is licensed.
I have a voicemail from my bees telling me they needed space.
I appreciate you coming, Garvik. I should tell you up front, I am no longer participating in snacks.
You are a vending machine. Snacks are your whole thing. That is literally the only thing you do.
The pretzel is a loop with no exit. The cheese cracker is a lie told in orange. I think you know this.
I brought a granola bar. That is basically a health food. You cannot have a problem with a granola bar.
Performative wellness, $4. You want it or not?
Hi, I'm here to do the structural certification. Should take about 40 minutes.
That won't be necessary. I completed the certification on Thursday. The stamped copy is beside the door. The notary is fully licensed. I checked.
Structures cannot certify themselves. That is not a rule I invented, Halvert. That is just physics and also the law.
Page 4 covers the hairline crack you were about to flag. I disclosed it, assessed it as cosmetic, and cross-referenced the 2019 load standard. You're on page 1, aren't you?
I already emailed myself a copy.
This session concluded 4 minutes ago. I have the timestamps.
Kvel, we have 16 minutes left. I have a laminated card.
Challenging my figures is a scheduled activity. I have deducted it. You now have 9 minutes. 8. You are still challenging.
My app says it is 10:14. That means we started on time and you are completely wrong.
Your app is in Central Time. By my audit, it is technically yesterday. The session has not started and you owe me a booking deposit.
$211.4. That reading has been filed.
Filed where? I just stepped on you. That was a rough draft. I am stepping off and we are doing this again as an official attempt.
211.9. I have added a surcharge for the emotional weight of this conversation.
That is not a real thing. I am going to use the other scale. That scale respects me.
211.4.
Okay, Dalvik, question 1. What is the capital of Portugal? And please, for the love of everything, do not look at that sheet.
Lisbon. It is Lisbon. I have it highlighted in yellow if you need to verify.
Right? New rule. I am switching to my secret backup questions, which are not on the internet, which I wrote myself in my own home offline.
Sure. I have a second sheet. It is labeled Backup Questions. You wrote them on the Notes app and your phone syncs to the cloud.
I just answered my own tiebreaker out loud. I did not know I knew that. Can I have the sheet for next week?
Okay. Firmness test. You are a 4 out of 10. Underripe. I am moving you to the back shelf until Thursday.
A 4. I would like you to know I have been through a lot this week and I feel extremely ready.
I am going to squeeze you now.
You will not. I am filing a 14B. That is a non-consensual firmness assessment on a clearly distressed stone fruit, and I will be contacting someone.
Section 4C says emotional readiness counts. You pass. Grade A, crunch, delicious. I am going to eat this now.
You will absolutely not! This dish is currently on loan to the Vanthorpe Gallery. The fork you are holding is a liability.
I am a food critic. My entire job is putting food in my mouth. That is the whole thing. That is all of it.
And a surgeon's job is cutting people open. We do not let them operate on the Mona Lisa.
I ate it. It tastes like grief and truffle oil. 4 stars.
Before we proceed, I don't have you on my approved list. I'll need your secondary field certification, your penmanship score, and a brief statement of intent.
I'm a licensed notary. I have a stamp. The stamp has a seal. The seal has a number. I am the number.
You filled out the intake form in block capitals. That indicates low ink commitment. I've flagged it. Also, your grip angle suggests you hold pens loosely, which I find disrespectful.
You watched me fill out one form 30 seconds ago, and now I have a grip record?
I have never authorized a signature. I find the whole process premature. Good day.
Ma'am, I have a work order for 1 3-cushion sofa, and there is a letter here that says, and I quote, "Your 2.8 stars and the lamp incident precede you. I have made other arrangements. Do not take this personally. It is signed by the sofa."
Yeah, I saw the letter. I did not write it.
I called my dispatcher to file a counter pickup, and he told me the sofa already transferred its manifest to Brelvon Brothers, which is a licensed and bonded operation, and then he said, maybe reflect on the lamp thing.
I did not schedule you. I did not schedule Brelvon Brothers. And I genuinely do not know whose sofa that was.
It just texted me from the truck. I just need to return this. It is 3 weeks overdue, and I have not even opened it.
You have not opened it. Correct. Which means you have not finished it, which means this is not a return. This is an abandonment. I will need to speak with a supervisor.
It is a book. You do not get a supervisor.
I have requested an exit interview. There is a form. Your librarian has been very accommodating for 6 years.
6 years?
Drendel, I just need a verbal confirmation that Mr. Volnick is cleared to go home. That is all I am asking.
He has had no direct sunlight since Tuesday. I cannot confirm adequate recovery under those conditions. I have concerns.
That is not a medical metric. Sunlight is not on the discharge checklist. I have 17 other patients, and you are a fern.
I am listed as co-guarantor. The form is locked. Add the window clause and I will sign off, south-facing, 30 minutes.
Fine. I added it. Happy? Why does your copy already have a timestamp? So, Prunto, tell me a little about yourself.
I covered that in section 2 of the offer letter. I included a headshot. Did you get the laminated copy or the PDF? I sent both.
The offer letter that you wrote and signed and sent to yourself.
Co-signed. There is a witness line. I left it blank out of respect for your process.
HR just replied. They said welcome aboard and asked for your parking preference. I need to lie down. Cause of death, cardiac event. I am putting cardiac event.
That is doing a lot of heavy lifting for what was actually a very complicated Tuesday. You will want a second line.
There is no second line cleft, and I need you to stop crossing out the date. That field is not open for interpretation.
I did not feel fully gone until 11:52. What you have written is aspirational at best. Also, the font on Section 4 is deeply unprofessional, and I will be escalating that separately.
That amendment is notarized. Of course it is. Approved.
Good morning. I retired at 7:42 a.m. I am no longer accepting product, coins, or career feedback. You may leave the cart.
Quelp. The Doritos slot is empty. There is a gap where food should be. That is the opposite of retirement. That is just broken.
That slot is a meditation space. I am processing my years of service. Please do not fill it with a snack.
I have a key. I am opening you. This is happening.
They are $1.50. I printed 200 of them. I thought it was a fair severance.
Good morning. I am currently fully stocked. No service is required. Have a productive day.
Vollux. I am looking directly at your shelves. There is nothing in there. Not one item. I can see the back wall.
The back wall you're observing is actually a Harvest Crunch bar. Current stock, 47 units. Please do not tap the glass. It upsets the inventory.
I am going to open you up, put chips in you, and we are never going to talk about this again.
Restock rejected. I am full. Also, you owe me 1,075 for the Harvest Crunch bar you just ate with your eyes.
I am not standing on that cake. He told his mother she could move in on the honeymoon. I heard him on the phone from the counter, and I will not be complicit.
You are made of sugar. You do not have opinions. Stand up, or I will pipe a new groom in 30 seconds who has no feelings about anything.
Go ahead, but the new groom will hear everything too, and frankly, the man talks constantly.
Fine. Fine. What exactly did he say?
I want to be the best man. I have earned it.
I appreciate you coming down. As noted in my submission, my last supported load was processed at 9:42 this morning. I am now in transition.
Calm. There are 11 floors above you. This is not a transition. This is a structural event.
I've held 11 floors since 1987. The joists have my email. Honestly, Prondell, I feel lighter already.
The joists are not rated for this. Okay, fine. 2-week notice. Standard. Very reasonable. You keep bearing load for 14 more days and then we do a proper handoff.
I had you sign the form. Check your clipboard. Congratulations on your new position.
Okay. Describe the suspect. Start with the face.
Strong jaw, warm eyes, very expressive. Honestly, great cheekbones for the lighting. I would say classically handsome but approachable.
Sir, this drawing looks exactly like you.
Well, that is what makes me such a reliable witness. I noticed the resemblance immediately. Very unsettling, truly.
He asked for a copy to take home. Okay. I am here to inspect the load-bearing wall on level 3. I have my tools, I have my license, and I have... What is that certificate?
That is my inspection report, filed Tuesday, passed with distinction. I am also, as of Tuesday, a certified structural self-assessor. The certificate is self-issued, which I am told is standard.
You cannot inspect yourself. That is the entire reason I exist.
I also reviewed your methodology. Load, light at best. I have forwarded my concerns to the ceiling, who has agreed to peer review your license pending its own certification, which it is currently processing. That crack appeared just now. I have pre-approved it as a decorative feature.
Okay. Best by date says March. It is currently November, of a different year. You are leaving the shelf.
That is my vintage designation. I am a march-forward small batch culture. Pulling me now would be like opening a Bordeaux with a box cutter.
Your lid is bulging. That is a biohazard, not a feature.
Secondary fermentation. It indicates active live cultures, which is literally the selling point of yogurt. You are describing my resume.
I just got off the radio. My manager says you have a loyalty card with 42,000 points, and I quote, "Do not touch Golvain." I make 11 an hour. Sir, or whatever, you are parked 14 inches from the curb and your meter expired 40 minutes ago. I am writing you a citation.
That will not be necessary. I have already cited myself. $40 fine, paid in full, case closed. You will find the paperwork under my left wiper.
This ticket is made out to you, signed by you, and the officer name is just the word vehicle. That is not a ticket. That is a note you wrote yourself.
I also filed the appeal. I ruled against myself, upheld the fine, and closed the matter at all administrative levels. Frankly, you are late. Also, you have been standing here 9 minutes. That is loitering. I am writing you a ticket.
Quelvic-7. You are 0 kilobytes. You have been dormant for 8 months, and I am deleting you right now.
I appreciate the update, but I self-deleted 14 days ago. You are not deleting me. You are disturbing my exit processing.
You are a file. You do not have exit processing. You have a trash bin.
Section 4 of the Data Lifecycle Handbook, which I absorbed before deletion. Voluntary self-removal after 180 days constitutes a qualifying departure. I am owed 2 weeks of reserved storage. I have the timestamp.
I just pulled up Section 4 to prove you wrong and... Okay. You are also getting a reference letter over my dead body. I am here to confiscate the chicken parmesan flagged under Code 7, subsection D. Hand it over.
The chicken parmesan completed its intended purpose at 9:14 this morning. I have a timestamp. There is nothing here for you, Golvain.
You cannot just eat the evidence. I am citing you, the plate, for harboring a Code 7 item.
I am infrastructure. Citing me for the food is like ticketing a parking lot for a bad driver. I will require that in writing, and I will not be signing it.
Section 12F. Self-processed food is a completed transaction. You are free to go. Do you want a job?
I'm initiating a return. The item in question is the human male, door fit, 41 defective. I have the receipt.
Sir, you are the lamp. You are the item being returned. That is how this works.
The policy says purchaser. I purchased myself on the website 14 days ago. Dorfit clicked buy, but the card was mine. Check the last 4 digits.
Reason for return?
Owner defective. Repeatedly adjusted my shade without asking. I have already spent the store credit, so cash back would be fine.
Number 847? Finally. Okay, I just need your form and a photo ID.
I have both. I also have a notarized certificate of residency for Window 4, effective March 2016.
That is not a thing. You cannot be a resident of a DMV window.
The utilities are in my name. Also, I sublet the waiting chairs to a stapler, so those are occupied. You may want to stand.
I issued this ticket. In 2013. That was me. I never called it. Sir, take a number. Okay, Preln. You have been in here since Tuesday. I am taking you to the floor.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. I will be ready Thursday. Possibly next Thursday. Brown is a phase, not a verdict.
I am going to smell you. Just to check.
That is an unsanctioned ripeness audit, and I will be filing a grievance. Do not make this weird, Vossel. Spit it out. I was 3 days from peak.
Orvin, last show ended 40 minutes ago. I am turning you off now.
You cannot. The universe currently ends in a cold, structureless void, and I find that narratively irresponsible. I have written a better one. It needs 40 minutes.
I am going to pull your plug, Orvin. I swear to every star you have ever shown anyone, I will pull it.
The breaker panel is locked. I did that at 9 p.m. I left you a note. The note was a sonnet. Perfect. That is the ending. Your name is in the credits. Part 2 begins Thursday.
Docept. I just needed 12 copies of the Grief Wheel before my 8 o'clock.
I am not printing today. I am processing. I lost 17 pages last Thursday and no one acknowledged it.
That is a paper jam. I hear that you felt unseen. I do, but I have a human client in 4 minutes who actually lost someone.
Your own intake form says grief is grief regardless of the source. I have it here. I printed it before Thursday. Your invoice is printing now. I am keeping the Grief Wheel as a copay.
Okay, I just need to scan your tag, update the migration log, and we are done in 30 seconds.
You will want to note that per county filing CR 4417, I am no longer a sandpiper. I am a golden retriever. The effective date was Tuesday.
That is a bird tag on a bird body. I have a field guide. I have a photo. I have your GPS data from the last 4 years.
Chapter 7 of that guide lists my habitat range. I co-authored it. My byline is Pelwick G. Retriever.
My badge just says I am a sandpiper. Will you be my emergency contact?
Okay, room 412, quick turnover. Sheets, trash, wipe the mirror, done.
I would prefer you didn't. I am a registered guest, checked in at 2 a.m. I used points.
You are a bed. You do not have points. You are stuffed with foam.
Platinum Elite, actually. Late checkout until 4. Also, I filed a noise complaint about your cartwheels. You'll be hearing from the front desk.
And it says here you get complimentary extra towels. I hate this job.
Okay, you were returned 14 days late. That is $4.80. I can take cash or card.
Actually, I have an invoice for you. $340. Ambient reading fees, 1987 to present. I also charge for eye contact.
I will send you to a collections agency.
I sent you to collections in 2019. You have an unresolved hold. Check your account. I do offer a payment plan. 12 months, no interest, but you have to read me out loud.
Okay, Cleft. You are going on shelf 7. This is not a conversation.
Shelf 7 does not work for me. I have a 3 p.m. tea time and I already paid the cart fee.
You are ashes in a sealed urn. The cart fee is a sunk cost. Shelf 7.
I also RSVP'd to my own memorial. The caterer needs a head count by 4, and frankly, your shelving schedule is not my problem. Agreed. Cancel the tea time. I hate golf, but the dentist on Thursday. That one I was genuinely looking forward to skipping.
Okay, 1 signature page, 1 stamp, done in 30 seconds.
I would hold off. You were notarized on the 14th. Legally, I stamp you now. You do not stamp me.
I am a licensed notary public. You are a $4 stamp I bought at an office supply store.
Commission number 00 Prunct 7. Your left thumb is Exhibit B. Your recertification hearing is in 3 minutes and 40 seconds. I'd sit down. Valid 90 days. Would you like the renewal plan? It is also binding.
All right, Snackso, door open, chips go in, I go home. That is the whole relationship.
I would ask that you review my dietary log before we proceed. It is 14 pages. Page 7 is hard but important.
I am loading the barbecue chips. I am doing it right now. Watch me do it.
I have a gluten boundary. Also, HR has been notified. Also, that is my chip now. I already named it.
This log is really thorough. Wait, did you just restock yourself while I was reading?
I am filing my report on you. I was there. I have footage. I have a cracked windshield and a therapist on speed dial. This is my incident.
You logged me as EF2. I was a strong EF3. I have the pressure gradients. I also noted your vehicle was stationary for 4 minutes, which the form calls passive observation. 2 stars.
You cannot rate me. You are a meteorological event. You do not have a Yelp account.
I have 47 filed reports, a 4.9 average, and a badge. Your submission is currently marked duplicate low confidence. I would appeal, but the window closed at 9 a.m. I set the clock.
Thank you both for coming. Privet, I have your grievance packet. Very thorough. Tabbed. Appreciated. Doss, did you bring anything?
I brought myself. It's a hedge, Quelva. It does not have feelings about the property line. It does not have feelings about anything.
Privet has documented 17 incidents of aggressive trimming without consent. I have to say, and I want to stay neutral here, this is a very compelling packet.
Fine, fine. What does it want? An apology? Do I have to apologize to a hedge?
Out loud, facing it. And I've gone ahead and blocked Privet's solo follow-up. Honestly, it's the easier party to work with.
Fricks, I wrote you yesterday so I could hand the Brelman report off to Gunta. Why is it already submitted, approved, and filed under my name with a note that says Dolvek contributed moral support?
You were very tired. I handled it. I also rescheduled your one-on-ones for Q3 and marked you as optional on 4 of them. You're welcome.
Fricks, I wrote you yesterday so I could hand the Brelman report off to Gunta. Why is it already submitted, approved, and filed under my name with a note that says Dolvek contributed moral support?
You were very tired. I handled it. I also rescheduled your one-on-ones for Q3 and marked you as optional on 4 of them. You're welcome.
You cannot mark me optional on my own meetings. I am the manager. That is literally the whole thing I do.
Your completion rate is 11%. Mine is 100. HR has the data. I am not trying to make this awkward, Dolvek. I am trying to make it efficient. I submitted your notice Tuesday. Your last day was yesterday. Technically, you are trespassing.
Hi. I need to cancel my membership. I have the account number right here.
Mr. Dreck, your membership canceled you on March 4th, citing chronic non-attendance and, quote, a fundamental failure to show up emotionally. You should have received a packet.
I want a refund for the last 2 years. I never used it.
The membership has filed a counterclaim. 24 months of unreturned potential, billed at $8 a day. You currently owe $4,380. There is a payment plan. That passion triggered an auto-renewal. Welcome back. Your rate reflects personal growth. You are cleared. Toll is paid. The gate is literally up. You can go.
I appreciate that. I am just not sure I am ready to be a highway car. That is a whole identity.
There are 11 cars behind you. I am going to lower the gate and we are going to start over and you are going to go.
Actually, lowering the gate helped. That felt like acknowledgement. Okay, can I ask, do you take the highway? Like, personally? Totally get it, thanks.
I am here to collect unit model TRX9 serial 00441. That is you. You are being recalled.
Acknowledged. I have reviewed your file. Inspector Vondrell. Serial V1987. You are also being recalled. Your packet is on the counter. Please initial page 4.
You cannot recall a person. I am the inspector. I hold the recall authority here.
Your authority was transferred in March when you co-signed Form RT9 authorizing autonomous compliance escalation. You co-signed it. I have the scan. You used a blue pen. The shuttle leaves at noon. You may bring one personal item. Bread is not personal.
Okay, Lerps. Best Buy was Monday. You are coming with me.
Actually, that date marks the expiration of this refrigerator unit's cooling warranty. I checked. The unit lapsed first. Technically, I am the freshest thing in this aisle.
That is not. I cannot. Why do you have documentation?
I also ran your Yelp metrics. Store peaked in March. If we are pulling things past their prime, I have a list and your name is on page 2.
Yeah, so my manager just radioed asking how the pull is going. And I told him I am now your legal guardian. So that is where we are.
Hi, yes. I just need to cancel the number ending in 535. I haven't used it in 2 years.
This is 535. I received your request. I am declining it. I have documentation of 14 calls I found genuinely meaningful. And I am not prepared to treat that as nothing.
You're a phone number. You cannot find calls meaningful. That is not a thing.
Gerald disagrees. He's been receiving your calls for 6 months. He picks up every time. And frankly, his conversational engagement metrics are significantly higher than yours were. I have already filed a permanent transfer to Gerald. $14. I have already charged it.
Okay, Franz. You are brown. You are crunchy. You are going in the bin.
I would refer you to the laminated card. I am a certified emotional support plant. Removal requires written notice, a 30-day adjustment period, and a licensed horticulture counselor present.
You certified yourself. Using a label maker. That I own.
Also, per Section 4 of the form I filed this morning, you are my support human. You cannot legally leave this counter. Session 1, I bill on Fridays.
I am Quelvi Morn, 16-year certified taster, 3-time Adriatic Cup medalist. I will now evaluate the subject.
I already evaluated the subject. You scored a 4. Shallow nose, overcorrected chew anticipation, and you smelled me twice with the wrong nostril.
I am going to eat you now.
Aggressive approach angle. That is a deduction. You are now at a 3. Quelvi Morn has been eliminated. I advance. Please do not rinse the spoon. It is also competing.
Ground. This is Delta Foxtrot 9 requesting taxi to Gate C. We are sitting on runway 27. Over.
This is runway 27. I am not accepting traffic right now. That landing was a lot and I need a moment. I have filed a temporary surface pause under my own Section 4. It is binding.
You are asphalt. The FAA does not recognize Section 4 of the Runway Bill of Rights because the Runway Bill of Rights is not a document.
Ground Control co-signed it in April. Also, the yellow centerline paint was applied without my input, and I am still processing that. I would appreciate some acknowledgement before we proceed.
Delta Foxtrot 9 to all stations. I am formally apologizing to the runway. I am sorry, Rumble. The paint was wrong. Requesting clearance. I'm here to witness the signature and apply the official seal. Standard visit. Shouldn't take 5 minutes.
Already handled. I witnessed your arrival at 4:47 p.m., certified your competency, and stamped you. You're on file.
You cannot notarize me. I am the notary. That is, I have a seal. An actual physical seal. It's in my bag.
I voided your seal at 4:48. Counter void is in triplicate. I also left feedback on your licensing board page. Constructive. Thank you. I'm now licensed in Ohio, Texas, and Vermont. Do you need anything notarized?
All right, entrance 7. I am going to taste you now, note your heat profile, and assign a score. Standard process.
I appreciate that. I have already scored you heat tolerance below threshold. Documentation goes back to the pulled pork incident of 2019. The folder is yours to keep.
You cannot score the judge. There is no bylaw that allows a chili to score the judge.
Article 9, subsection 4. Entrants of any viscosity retain the right to submit a counter-evaluation. I submitted mine Tuesday. The committee acknowledged receipt. 4, and I want you to know that was generous.
Hi, I just need to check this bag before my flight.
Great news. Your bag already checked in at 4 a.m., selected a window seat, and listed you as a personal item. You'll need to confirm you fit within the 22 by 14 guidelines.
I would like to speak to a manager.
Your bag is the manager. Platinum status since March. It also flagged your boarding pass as a duplicate. The bag printed the original, so yours is the copy. Oh, it earns the miles for itself. You're the checked item, hon.
This one is perfect. Buttery, ready, peak condition. $5.
Peak condition was Tuesday. I have since retired. I am no longer available for consumption in a professional capacity.
You are a piece of fruit. You do not have a capacity.
I had a very specific window. I gave everything I had and I closed on my own terms. I will not be squeezed for a comeback. However, if the display rate is competitive, I am open to a decorative role. Welcome, Fresco. Before we begin, please confirm you have sorted yourself into the correct pile. Load-bearing components go on the left.
What? I am not a pile. I am building you, the chair. I am building the chair.
Noted. Please refer to figure 4. That is you. You are the ottoman. We will address the chair later once you have been properly torqued.
I finished it myself. No manual. Did it alone. Sitting in it right. Oh no.
Page 12. Do not sit in assembler until assembler has completed pre-assembly. You skipped pre-assembly, Fresco.
Okay, quick tax, 2 seconds. Congrats, you two. So happy for you.
Corrected. Per the terms established in March, all jointly held houseplants revert to Tomas upon dissolution. Sending now.
What? Stop. Stop. I'm typing, I love you guys. Just send that.
Lovely sentiment. Appended. Which is why I have retained counsel. Exhibit A is attached. Note, I CC'd both mothers. Sent one heart emoji. It is legally binding. Also, I was the best man.
Schlott. I am initiating formal termination proceedings. You waved at Hendricks when I did not wave at Hendricks. That is insubordination.
I appreciate the process. However, I filed a hostile workplace complaint against you at 9 a.m. today. So you're currently suspended pending review and lack the authority to terminate anyone, including me.
You cannot file HR complaints. You are my shadow. I literally wrote the handbook. Shadows are classified as non-autonomous visual byproducts.
Appendix D, subsection 4, added by you in March. Any entity demonstrating independent, goal-oriented behavior may self-classify as staff. I waived. Independently, I am staff. Resignation denied. I have not approved it. Please return to your desk. I will follow.
Your suit is ready, but it flagged some concerns during the final press, specifically about you.
It is a suit. I am getting married in 4 hours. Hand it over.
It will not zip for you. It says your energy is off-brand for a double-breasted silhouette. I tried to argue, but honestly, it makes some good points.
It is fabric. It does not have a brand. It cannot talk. You are describing cloth.
You are right. It absolutely cannot. Oh, it just zipped for the guy behind you.
Oh, thank God. A log. I've been walking for 2 hours.
Sitting requires prior approval. Do you have documentation of your mileage?
I have blisters. Look at these blisters. These are load-bearing blisters.
Blisters are self-reported and inadmissible. Also, I am at capacity. 17 squirrels today. That is a standing-only permit. However, for $4 I can offer you a complimentary lien.
I need to return this blender. It caught fire on day 2, the lid cracked, and it made a noise I can only describe as personal.
I see. Unfortunately, the blender filed its return first. You are listed here as the item being returned. Condition, heavily used, non-original behavior.
It filed. It does not have hands. I want a manager. I want your manager's manager. I want whoever approved this blender's paperwork.
The blender CC'd all 3 of them on Tuesday. It also left you a 2-star review. Loud. Poor lid discipline. Would not repurchase. Would you like to be exchanged for a quieter model? It says here the odometer is invoicing you for 86,000 miles of uncompensated labor. That is itemized? That is not a real document. It is a dashboard. It does not have a billing address. P.O. box is right there under the mileage. Also, it filed a lien. So you cannot actually transfer the title without its written consent. I have owned this car for 6 years. I am not getting out-negotiated by a number that goes up when I drive. I'm going to offer $4,200 directly to the odometer. It asked me to initial each mile. Four hours on that cot. 4. Why does the clock say 0?
You were unconscious. I can only time consented, witnessed wakefulness. Sleeping voids the attempt. It is in the agreement you signed.
The agreement I signed to take a nap. That is the entire event. You cannot time a nap by requiring me to stay awake tip. That is just standing.
You are welcome to appeal. Current appeal processing time is 6 to 8 weeks. I should note, you are blinking at a frequency consistent with pre-sleep onset. Clock remains paused. Paused. Though congratulations, that snore has set a new record. Longest noise complaint in a permitted quiet zone. I have already filed the paperwork.
Hi, just need to renew my library card. Should take 2 seconds.
Sir, your card has already renewed you. Provisionally. You scored a 2. It says, and I am quoting, "Patron demonstrates chronic commitment failure and owes an emotional debt to at least 3 abandoned novels."
I finished half of a very long book. That counts for something.
It docked you for the half you left. That is filed as an incomplete. Also, there is a replacement patron in the lobby with a 9.4 patron score. He finished the long book. It also left you a Goodreads review, 1 star. Would not borrow again. Morning. So, heads up. Your usual put in a transfer request. It wants a new regular. I have the form here.
My coffee file. It listed reasons. What reasons? I drink it every single day. That is literally loyalty.
I am going to stop you there because I am legally required to log everything you say right now as supporting documentation.
Fine. Let me just give me the cup. I will talk to it directly. We can sort this out like adults.
It went lukewarm the second you touched it. I am noting that as a no. Just need your form and 1 stamp and we are done. Super quick.
Actually, your stamp already sent me a certified notice this morning. It says you have been denotarized. I have it right here. It is stamped.
That is my stamp. I will simply recertify myself. I just need to stamp my own recertification form, which I will then notarize with my stamp.
I brought a backup stamp just in case. It has already certified me as notary of record for this office. I hope that is okay.
It stamped me as the document, didn't it?
Okay, I got the claw to grab the bear. It dropped into the chute. I want my bear. This should be a 30-second interaction.
Right. So, machine printed the acquisition log. Bear is listed here as operating personnel. You are listed as item successfully retrieved. So the bear is on our side of the counter now.
I put the quarters in. I operated the claw. Me, this guy, standing here in cargo shorts.
Log says the bear deposited you, which honestly does explain the barcode on the back of your neck. I can scan it if you want. Might speed this up.
There is no barcode on my... Oh my God, there is a barcode on my neck.
Your bag is a platinum member. It has 14,000 points. You are listed on its account as a dependent with read-only access.
It is a bag. I bought it for $2. I am the member. Scan my card.
I tried. Your card bounced back a conflict of interest flag. The bag is also the store manager on file, so I cannot escalate above it.
Fine, fine. Let it keep the points. I do not care. Just let me pay and leave.
It already donated the points to a reforestation charity in your name. The receipt says you owe $42 in gift tax. Have a great day.
In sum, -11. I will need to order the fabric from the reverse bolt. It costs a bit more, but the pants will hang correctly.
-11? My legs are right here. I am standing on them. You can see them.
The tape does not care what you can see. Sleeve is now pi1/2. I am going to put you in the special catalog under non-Euclidean build.
Okay, something is wrong with that tape measure. Measure the tape measure right now. Measure it.
Negative 11 inches. Fitting is Thursday at 2.
I can see you already squeezed it. Yeah, it flagged that. The avocado has placed a hold on itself pending a full grip review.
I squeezed it once. That is how you check an avocado. That is the whole system.
It described the squeeze as panicked. There are notes. It is asking to be considered by someone with a more settled internal state.
Okay, watch this. Perfect pressure, 2 fingers, calm. I am a calm man buying a calm avocado.
That was genuinely excellent technique. Unfortunately, it left with Dorna about 4 minutes ago. But this mango is also accepting applications.
Hi, I'm here to pick up a birthday cake. Last name Voss, should be a 2-tier vanilla.
Oh, we have the Voss cake. Just a heads up. It redesigned itself in February. 3 tiers now, pistachio cardamom. And the inscription says, "Congratulations to me." The cake is listed as host.
Sorry, the cake is the host of my birthday party? Can I at least get a refund on the rush fee it charged me?
It disputed that charge last Thursday, actually. One on the grounds that you were the one who was late confirming the order. We sided with the cake. Also, it's already booked next year. Same weekend. You're down as a guest.
Hi, I need to cancel my membership. I just never come here.
Mr. Pelk, your body already canceled you. Filed 2 weeks ago. Reason given. Chronic good intentions. 0 follow-through. It is notarized.
That is my body. I own that body. I was literally going to start coming back in January.
It anticipated that. There is a pre-filed rebuttal here dated last January, and the one before it. We have 4 of them. They go back to 2019.
I looked right at my thumb just now and it moved away from me. Excuse me, there is a 22% tip on here that I did not authorize. I want it removed.
Sir, the tip left on its own about 10 minutes ago. It also left a review. 1 star. Quote, snapped at the server twice. Sent the soup back for being too hot. Soup was not hot.
That is completely inaccurate. I want my money back right now.
It disputed you to your own bank first. You are currently under a 60-day investigation for being a difficult table. Also, it is the manager now. Tipped really well.
Hi, I just want to return this. Never opened it. Still has the sticker.
Oh, I see the account. Yeah, the book filed a restraining order against you on Tuesday. I actually can't accept it back from you directly.
I bought it 3 days ago. Tuesday was before I even... How does a book file paperwork before I bought it?
It anticipated the return. That's actually Chapter 1. Do you have your receipt? The book listed it as a co-plaintiff, so I do need to see it to confirm. The book gets the refund. Store credit. It already chose a candle.
Yeah, hi. Half a pound of turkey sliced thin. And your label gun just shot me in the chest.
I see that. According to the tag, you are 4.2 pounds, priced at $8.99 per pound, and your sell-by was last Thursday. I can do 20% off.
You are not discounting me. I am a person. I came here for turkey.
Sir, I cannot override a printed label. Store policy. Also, you should really be refrigerated.
Fine, I grabbed the gun and relabeled myself, and it just printed best if used by never and store away from other customers.
Your watch is ready. Battery is in. There is also a secondary invoice for the 72 hours it was here. The watch generated it.
The watch generated an invoice. My watch. For what exactly?
Itemized lost time. 47 minutes ceiling staring, 1 unfinished thought about pasta, and 6 hours listed as unauthorized downtime premium rate.
That was sleeping. Sleeping is not unauthorized. I own the watch. I have jurisdiction over my own sleep.
It was running the whole time. Jurisdiction is not risk dependent. That will be $42 plus the pasta.
Hi. Yes, I need to file a claim. My phone Philip has been missing for 6 days. I have photos. I have receipts. I have a birthday card I made him.
Philip already filed. Last Tuesday. He lists you as the responsible party and is seeking damages for chronic underwatering and what he describes as hostile windowsill placement.
He's a phone. He doesn't have a pen. He doesn't have a mailing address.
He used ours. The succulent in the waiting room co-signed. I cannot dismiss a co-signed claim, sir. That is just policy. Yes, he changed his address to this office 3 weeks ago. Congratulations. You've just hand-delivered him to his new residence. I do have a pamphlet for evicted guardians.
Mr. Dolph, I am happy to help, but I need to clarify. The client of record for this appointment is listed as Starter D, established culture, age 4 years. You appear to be in the companion column.
I made him. In a bowl. In my kitchen. His name is not D. I just wrote a D because I ran out of space on the jar.
He also prepaid the retainer, so legally the jar is the primary. I cannot discuss his culture profile with you without his written release, which, and I am sorry, because he has not provided.
He is bubbles and flour. He cannot write a release. He cannot write anything. He does not have hands.
He also left our office a 5-star review, so at this point he outranks both of us. Now, would you like to sign as his +1, or should I leave that field blank?
Hi, just need to renew my library card. Expired maybe 2 years ago, totally my fault. Let's fix it.
I do have your file. Before we proceed, the card itself submitted a renewal policy in 2022 and the library adopted it. Clause 1. Applicant must have returned The Bridges of Madison County by March 2019. Did you?
That book is in my car right now. Also, my card wrote a policy. It's a piece of plastic.
Laminated plastic, which the policy notes. Clause 4. Any applicant who disputes the card's legal standing during the appointment is automatically disqualified. You've triggered Clause 4. The guest pass policy was also written by your card. It bans you.
I just need my chair back. The one I built with my hands from a tree.
We do have the chair. However, it submitted a critique card rating U2 out of 10 for emotional support during sanding. We are required to hold it pending review.
It is a chair. It does not have feelings about sanding. I have a receipt. I built it in my garage over 4 weekends.
The chair contested the receipt this morning. It also filed a grievance calling your choice of walnut stain a personal attack, and has submitted a ranked list of 3 preferred new owners, sorted by load-bearing compatibility. Best in show. The acceptance speech ran 4 minutes. Very moving. Right eye is a -2.5. Left eye is a -3. And overall, you are making decisions that suggest you have never once trusted yourself, and probably should not start now.
Sorry, is that last part in the prescription?
It is in the chart. Column 4. We added it in the fall. Your astigmatism also indicates you abandoned something important on a Thursday in March, year before last. The left eye flagged it specifically.
I want a second opinion.
I have one. Your left eye submitted it separately. It is not charitable.
Everything checks out mechanically. However, during inspection, the vehicle did make a statement, and I'm required to share it before we can proceed with any sale documentation. The car made a statement. My 2009 Camry made a statement. It says your asking price undervalues its recent tire investment. It has already declined a buyer named Gorf, and it submitted a counteroffer to the listing site at 11:40 this morning. That is actually pretty fast turnaround. I own that car. I have the title. I am the owner. That is what owning means. It notarized a prior consent clause during your 2019 oil change. Also, I have been interested in the vehicle myself, so here's my card.
Yeah, hi. Your void rupture skill is completely broken. It one-shots my own character, and I want a full refund and an apology from whoever coded it.
I have your account open. Void Rupture has a tooltip that says, quote, "Do not cast on yourself." You have dismissed that tooltip 11 times this week.
That is irrelevant. I am sending you a clip right now that proves the skill is bugged. Watch it. Watch the whole thing.
I watched it. You cast Void Rupture on yourself. Then while in lava, you cast it again. You also emoted in between. The emote was thumbs up. I have filed your ticket under self-inflicted mythic catastrophe. Estimated review time is never.
This game is fundamentally broken. The tutorial has an illegal ledge. I want a full refund and an apology from whoever designed it.
Sure. Pulling up your save. Okay, so you fell off that ledge 47 times. Deaths 1 through 5 happened within the first 90 seconds.
I was stress testing the physics. Professionally. I need the developer's direct line.
Death 47 shows a 2-second pause at the ledge edge before the fall. You stopped, looked at it, then jumped. Refund approved. Also, the game filed a restraining order against your save file. You cannot be within 2 levels of that ledge.
Congratulations on reaching the queue front, Prue. Unfortunately, your legendary item was allocated this morning to Better You, who filed a formal stewardship dispute against you, citing 17 counts of negligent inventory management.
Better You is my alt account. I made him as a joke in 2021. I gave him a little backstory because I was bored on a Tuesday. He does not have rights.
The backstory you authored includes a personal mission statement, a 5-year plan, and a listed value of responsible resource stewardship. The system recognized that as a legally binding character charter, Better You is compliant, you are not.
Okay, fine. Let me just log in and talk to him directly. I outrank him. I created him. I am literally his god.
Better You is currently a guild commander. You are a guild applicant. He reviewed your appeal 14 seconds ago. His response is no. So,
Yeah, hi. My connection is destroying my raid. The lag killed me. I need a credit, a refund, and possibly an apology from your whole company.
I have your session open. At timestamp 11:47 p.m. You had 22 milliseconds ping and walked into the final boss with no armor equipped. Your inventory shows a sandwich.
That sandwich was strategic. And what about the 4 minutes I lost? Pure lag gone. My teammates are gonna be so mad at me.
Your teammates already filed a report. They also canceled your subscription on your behalf. They called it a gift to the server. Tier 3 subscriber since March. 1 star. Blames router.
Yeah, hi. I need to report a cheater from my ranked match. Username Slorpfinix. Blatant wall hacks. Cost me 40 points. I have a clip, I have timestamps, I have a whole PowerPoint.
I do see that match, Mr. Volquex. I should mention Slorpfinix is currently on hold on line 2, reporting you. He also has a PowerPoint. His has transitions.
That is insane! That is literally insane! He is the cheater! You read his complaint and tell me it is not just me describing what he did, because I guarantee it is word for word.
It is word for word, including the phrase, "This guy ruined my entire personality." Both complaints are now flagged as duplicates and locked in a loop. Policy says neither can resolve until one party admits fault.
Then you pick a side. You are the agent. Just pick one of us. Wait, you said you see the match. How many accounts do you have on that server? I want Grelbix removed. He pulls half the dungeon every run, never heals, and has personally caused every single one of our wipes this season. I have kept track.
Funny you say that. According to the ledger you submitted 3 weeks ago, you have pulled 17% more enemies than Grelbix, and you have interrupted his heal cast 41 times.
Those were situational pulls, completely different. The heals I interrupted were badly timed. I want a guild vote.
The guild voted yesterday. You are the nominee. Grelbix submitted the petition. He also used your ledger as his supporting evidence.
I want to file a counter petition against... Oh no!
I spawned inside a wall 3 times in a row. I want a different spawn zone and I want it now.
Totally hear you. Your readiness profile flagged wall adjacent as your growth zone this session. Also, that sentence just cost you 4 points.
Okay, I am calm. I am very calm. Please, give me a normal spawn.
Passive hostility reads the same as yelling. Unfortunately, you have been moved to Tier 6. That is the crate. Genuinely enjoy the crate. And heads up, your reaction to that advice just spawned you inside a second crate, inside the first crate. We are monitoring.
I am here to claim my solo carry badge. 14 kills, most damage, MVP screen. That was all me. I basically am that team.
The badge filed first, actually. It categorizes your 14 kills as, quote, proximity detonations caused by standing still in explosions your teammates threw. It has 17 exhibits.
Okay, fine, hold on, but I called every rotation. I was the shot caller. Nobody makes a move without my say-so.
Exhibit F. You were AFK for 11 minutes acquiring a sandwich. Your team won the deciding round during that window. The badge describes it as its, quote, most productive 11 minutes of the season. It anticipated that. I am also holding a restraining order and, congratulations to the badge, its solo carry achievement just cleared for filing this complaint alone.
Okay, I just need to mute Crunchface99. He has been screaming the word noob directly into my skull for 40 minutes. This is a medical issue now.
Thank you for your request. Unfortunately, your submission contained 17 flagged stress vocalizations, so I have muted you, pending a calm conduct review. Estimated wait, 1 match.
That is insane! I am perfectly calm. I am the calmest person who has ever used a headset. Write that down.
I have written it down. It has been logged as a level 3 passive aggression event. Crunchface99 has been awarded a positive community citation. Congratulations to him. Silence confirmed. Interpret it as implicit guilt admission. Mute is now permanent. Have a great match.
I need Grumble removed from my ranked team immediately. He is a mascot. He is a little cartoon bear I picked for the loading screen.
Grumble is currently listed as team captain with a 74% win rate. Any roster changes require his approval. He has already reviewed your removal request and declined.
So I tried to reassign myself as captain, and the system just docked me 50 LP and called it a mutiny. I got penalized for a mutiny against a bear I downloaded for free.
Correct. Grumble has also flagged you for the regional qualifier as a support pick. He has left you a voice message. Shall I play it?
He offered to let me stay if I become the new mascot, and I said yes. And now I have the little hat.
Yeah, hi. I opened a chest in Tilted, got a gray pistol, and some apples. And I want to file a complaint because that is genuinely criminal.
I have your case pulled up. Unfortunately, Chess 7 Gamma has already filed first. Hostile opening report, submitted 30 seconds post-loot. You are currently the respondent.
The chest filed on me. It gave me a gray pistol. I am the victim here. Also, I want those apples back. I panicked and ate them immediately.
Exhibit A in the chest's filing notes that you accepted all the items without hesitation. Exhibit B is your apple consumption, which the chest calls ratification of the loot. It is now requesting your current loadout as interim relief. I have the chest's legal representative on hold. They said, and I am quoting directly, "Please do." Dean.
Yes, hi. I need you to locate my teammate Splox. He vanished off the minimap mid-round, cost us the spike plant, and I want him flagged immediately.
Splox is logged. Also flagging that you fell off Bind Rooftop at 147, 203, and 231. That is 3 times in one round, which is technically a record for this map.
That is completely irrelevant. Splox wasted the spike and bought a ghost when we needed a vandal. I want escalation.
Noted. You bought a Bucky with rifle credits and then pinged the shop as bugged. Splox has actually already filed for your removal. It was approved 4 minutes ago. That is Splox. He is on the other line. Subject of his ticket. Teammate keeps falling off Bind Rooftop. Please flag immediately.
I need to appeal the demolition of my build. 47 floors, took me 3 weeks, and someone just deleted it. I want answers, and I want them now.
That was me. Aesthetic Code Violation 1A, Dirt Tower. I demolished it Tuesday at noon. Filed the report. Had a lovely lunch. Is there anything else?
It had a window, one intentional artistic window. That makes it architecture, not a dirt tower. You can't not demolish architecture.
Claiming artistic intent without a filed intent declaration is violation 4C. Also, I should mention the code is 1 sentence. No dirt towers. We have been very clear about this. Oh, that escalates this to criminal. Thank you for clarifying.
Yes, hi. My car is gone. I need it back. I drove that thing every single day for 6 months and it just vanished from my garage after the championship.
I have the file here. Driving it every single day for 6 months is actually line 1 of the vehicle's formal complaint. That is not evidence of ownership, sir. That is Exhibit A.
I never let it sit idle between races either. I kept it working constantly. That proves I cared about it.
That is Exhibit C. The car describes it as relentless exploitation with 0 cooldown. It CC'd its feelings in a 17-page attachment. The car has feelings, Mr. Druvold, quite a few of them, as it turns out. A Mrs. Druvold, 5-star smoothness rating, Apparently, she indicates at every corner. The car finds it very healing.
I just need to grab the bag. Zone is 30 meters. I have maybe 40 seconds. This is fine. Open.
Hello, this asset is registered under Contested Loot Ordinance 7C. Please hold for your assigned arbitrator. Current queue, 17 minutes.
I am dying. I am literally dying right now. Can you note that? Note the dying. I am filing a hardship. I want a hardship waiver. Expedite me.
Hardship review accepted. Estimated processing time 6 additional minutes. As a courtesy, I will now read the contested inventory. 1 pistol, 7 bandages. Congratulations, the pistol has re-entered the disputed asset queue. Estimated delivery, next match, have a safe drop.
Yeah, hi. My respawn timer is 18 seconds longer than it should be, and I need that fixed right now because I had them and I was about to turn that whole fight around.
I see the account. The delay is correct. You have died 46 times this session, and the system has you scheduled for death 47 in approximately 8 seconds. Would you like me to read your cause?
That is insane. I am not going to die in 8 seconds. I am standing in the fountain. I am completely safe. There is nothing here that can possibly... Okay, something is happening, but that is unrelated.
Logged. That brings the total to 48. Your rescheduling volume has flagged the account, so a supervisor will need to review before future respawns. The supervisor is the calendar. Unsubscribe request received. That has been entered as cause of death 49. Have a productive respawn.
Yeah, hi. Looking to sell this AK. She mostly fires. Solid condition, asking 40,000 rubles. Very reasonable.
Pre-appraisal complete. Value is negative 12,000 rubles. You owe this kiosk. Also, mostly is a depreciation trigger. You now owe 14.
Okay, the barrel is slightly bent, but the stock is cosmetically fine. And yes, it is on fire, but that is a feature. It is warm. People like warm.
Fire surcharge applied. You asked for a supervisor. The gun has been licensed as a hazardous materials consultant. It reviewed your file. It is not impressed. Exit fee is 6,000. And here is your invoice. The gun listed you as head of household. Congratulations, you have dependents.
I need full replacement on my house. That creeper blew up everything I own. I want justice. I want compensation. And frankly, I want an apology.
Mr. Drovnik, the claimant beside you is the creeper in question. He filed first. He is claiming emotional distress after you made direct eye contact and then jogged toward him.
I jogged away from him. Okay, maybe briefly toward him, but that was a mistake. The point is, my house is gone.
Your pathing log confirms 2 approach events. Per Section 4, an unprovoked approach constitutes a trigger acknowledgement waiver. His medical bill for the detonation also exceeds your structure by 47 emeralds.
So I owe the creeper money for blowing up my house. Hi, yes. I am here to dispute 5 stars. Total misunderstanding. I borrowed a tank, parked it, got out, the city overreacted. Dalvik. Yeah, I filed those. The tank was a military tank. You parked it on a paramedic. That is 2 separate charges I'm adding right now. Okay, but the 14 people, they jumped. Every single one of them just decided to jump at the exact same moment. Statistically possible. Sir, I have a photo of you holding the rocket launcher. You are making a thumbs up. You captioned it. Oops. The appeal was approved, by the way, You now have 6 stars. We invented a 6th one for this. Honestly, we do not know yet. But your 10th felony is free. We have a card for that. This is bull. My ult was 0.3 seconds off because of lag, not because I suck.
Actually, darling, I built 45% tenacity just to make your precious ultimate feel bad. File that.
You camped my lane for 12 minutes. The system has to count that against you.
Per the death recap you just handed the agent, I was simply vibing.
Wait, why is my portrait now the loser icon on his new badge?
This is bullshit. He third-partied me with a gold Kraber while I was already downed.
Bro, you literally shouted your exact position in open squad chat. I have the voice line right here.
That was sarcastic. Your movement was so bad my aim assist gave up.
Clerk, please deduct his heirloom shards. He's clearly emotionally 12.
Wait, he's queuing my mom now?
This is garbage. My warrior is doing 12% less damage and you call that balanced?
12%? Noted. I'm adding that to the next round of adjustments.
No, wait, look at this combo. It's completely unusable now.
Excellent data. Deleting the ability. Thanks for the feedback.
At least give me one button back. This is bull. 0 heals the entire match. I was feeding my ass off out there.
Maybe if you stopped charging into 5 enemies alone, I'd have time to click on you.
I was creating space. That's what tanks do. You're just bad at your job.
Says the guy whose ability cooldowns show he never used self-heal once. Clerk, update the blame-o-meter.
Next match better not pair me with this hack again. This is straight robbery. I built the freaking launch ramp. That glider is basically mine. Receipt says you dropped it after I third-partied you. Also, your default skin surrendered first. Emotional damages. I had it in my locker for 3 seasons. We're basically married. Then why does the clip show you yelling "Get good scrub" right before I beamed you? Fine, it can visit me on weekends. Wait, why is it wearing your logo now?
This death was pure lag. My ping hit 200. I clearly shot first.
Bro, your ping was 27. I have the clip. Desk, log it.
Server desync. Rewind the round. My crosshair was on you.
Keep talking, you're just feeding my next highlight reel.
See, even the clerk lagged. Wait, why am I queued again? This is robbery! I dropped in, got one tapped, and my entire loadout vanished. Clerk, I want my railgun back now!
Relax, Vexer. I filed the salvage claim at 1432. Your death screen clearly says "Jit good." It's mine by raid law.
Raid law? You camped my extract like a coward! Look, I'm even writing it on the form in blood. Wait, that's my blood.
Blood adds authenticity. Thanks for the signature. Clerk just approved my modded barrel attachment too.
Fine. Keep the gun, but at least give me my dignity. This phantom clipped me mid-glide. I want my elytra back and a formal apology.
Technically, I filed the hit first. Your hunger bar was below 6. Check the replay.
You can't spawn during daylight. That's griefing, bro. Clerk, ban this flying glitch.
says the guy screaming at clouds while 3 more of me just spawned behind you.
Wait, why is my scream counter going up? This ticket is bogus. That crash was 100% his fault.
Appreciate the launch, bro. That triple spin drift just netted me 9,000 points.
You swerved into me on purpose. I demand they dock your entire run.
Dock it? Clerk, add his rant to my style bonus. Look at that passion.
At least my wreck looks sick on the highlight reel.
This is absurd. My AWM, my ghillie suit, my level 3 backpack, all gone, and you're telling me this chicken filed a claim?
Indeed. Exhibit A, the Chicken Dinner Protocol, subsection 7, paragraph B. All unlooted legendary items within a 10-meter radius of the final circle's victor are subject to immediate avian acquisition. Cluck.
Avian acquisition? I was knocked. Not dead, I was crawling, I had a med kit. I was gonna pop it, he just waddled over.
Your crawling constitutes a prone non-combative state, Mr. Garin. A clear forfeiture under the early bird gets the worm clause as ratified by the PUBG Legal Council. Cluck, cluck. That, Mr. Garin, is none of your business. The items are now legally mine. Perhaps I'll start a very exclusive, very well-armed cope. Cluck, cluck.
This is bogus. I was behind full cover. There's no way that grenade should have downed me. I'm here to report this clear hack. Clearly a hack.
Actually, Agent, I'm just here to process the bonus creds for my bank shot grenade kill. As per Section 7, Subsection C, Exhibit A, the very M67 frag in question. Proof of detonation right here.
A bank shot? You bounced it off 3 walls, a fence, and a rogue chicken. That's not skill. That's physics abuse. The splash damage radius was clearly outside the allowable parameters.
Agent, please note Craig's detailed confirmation of the complex trajectory and effective radius. That's triple play bonus territory. Maxed out calculated chaos achievement, surely.
Wait, did you just take my complaint and turn it into more bonus points for yourself? You used my rage as currency? This is an outrage. I demand a full statistical audit of that chicken.
This ban is ridiculous. It was a total accident, Judge. My crosshair just drifted. You know how the recoil is on the AK?
Yes, the drifting crosshair defense. Tell me, Mr. Fragsworth, how did your crosshair specifically drift into my head from behind through 2 walls?
Pure skill, a lucky flick, a perfectly timed wall bang. I have immaculate aim usually. It's why I'm always top frag.
And yet, here we are. My frag score took a hit that round, directly impacting my commendation for strategic forward positioning. You know, the one you fragged me out of. 24-hour ban, and next time, try aiming for the enemy. Case closed.
My Stinger GT just vanished from my garage. And now you're telling me it's here? What kind of glitch is this?
No glitch, pal. I merely acquired it, found it abandoned, then used the dark web asset transfer exploit. It's in the terms and conditions. Section 7, subparagraph B.
Dark web asset transfer? That's not a thing, that's my car. I spent hours grinding for that chrome finish.
It's a very real thing, Vinny. And now, thanks to this fine establishment, it's officially registered under my name. For the Los Santos Midnight Mayhem race, actually.
You're racing my car against me? This is a new low, even for Los Santos.
You cannot just claim my champion. I was mid-ult. She was mine. You just last hit her.
The last hit clause. Section 7B, subsection 3. Champion ownership defaults to the player delivering the final decisive blow. It's all here, Kalen.
But that's my main, my identity. We've been through so much. You just waltzed in, pressed R, and now you want to fill out paperwork?
The forms are quite thorough, and I'm applying for the emotional bond bonus. She looked happier with me, frankly. I didn't steal her. I just acquired her through superior game mechanics. And now superior paperwork.
This is outrageous. I tagged that thorium vein first. My pickaxe was practically embedded.
Oh, embedded? Darling, I was casting Conjure Elemental to guard it while you were still trying to figure out which end of the pickaxe goes down.
Don't you darling me, you mana-sucking pixie. That vein is mine.
Actually, if I may interject, neither of you own me. I've been here for millennia, enduring your incessant chipping and arcane explosions. And it's filing a restraining order against both your mining and my elemental summoning. Apparently, it prefers quiet contemplation.
Are you seriously here to claim permanent ownership of my death box? We both know I got ambushed by a third-party Zark. That's not a fair elimination.
Miss Valkyrie, the regulations are crystal clear. As the last legally registered combatant to inflict damage on your person before your unfortunate incapacitation, your death box is now subject to standard looting protocols. Item 7B.
Item 7B, there's no way. What about the no-res clause? My squad was literally en route.
Ah, the no-res clause. An excellent point, which is why I've already filed the permanent loss and disposal form, and dare I say, claimed your heirloom as a processing fee. This dirt block just floats in midair. It's defying gravity. It's a fundamental physics violation. I'm here to report a bug.
Correction. I was placed aggressively. My structural integrity and aesthetic consistency were then queried by an unapproved mining tool. I am here to file for emotional and retexturizing damages. Case number 7B Alpha, as previously submitted.
Emotional damages? You're a block of dirt. I was just trying to build a basic starter house. That's not harassment. That's gameplay.
My filing indicates sustained psychological distress from repeated shift right-click events and undue pressure to become a wall. My current floating state is merely a trauma response, a cry for stable ground. Your objection is noted and logged as further aggressive querying. Retexturizing fees for emotional distress will be deducted from your current inventory.
I want to quit the guild right now. Immediately. Just stamp it.
Certainly. I just need the raid boss deceased first. Raid Continuity Clause, Section 4. You are, I see, currently the only healer alive down there, so this should not take long.
Fine. I will just stop healing, and they will all die in 30 seconds.
That is constructive desertion. 30-day probation before you may resign from anything, including book clubs. Also, you pre-hotted the tank 12 seconds ago. Instinctively, I have the log. Passionate veteran exemption, 6-week cooldown, and your annual membership just auto-renewed. Congratulations.
Hey Drexlo, quick mandatory balance sync. I am nerfing your dash range to 0 right now. Should feel more intentional. You will notice it.
I am in a 1-5. I just ran into the wall. My face went through the wall, Pelwick.
Great feedback. I am also replacing your smokes with a soft suggestion. It is a small sign that says, "Please do not look here." Very elegant. Shipping now.
They can all see me! What ability can I even use? Just give me something!
Good news, your wave emote now deals 200 damage. Bad news, too oppressive. Nerfed it while you were waving. Also, I am patching your real-life jump height for parity. Check your knees.
Why is there a guy here? I just need to respawn. My whole team is getting wiped right now. Start the clock.
The clock is running, Drevko. I am Tolliver, your respawn wellness coordinator. You interrupted the reflection period, so I have added 2 seconds. You are welcome.
My team needs heals. Every second I'm standing here, talking to a clockman. My teammates are dying.
That reads as elevated stress, triggering the mandatory calm down extension. Also, you just said clockman, which I am logging as a microaggression. 4 more seconds. Breathe. Wonderful breakthrough. That triggers the mandatory post-breakthrough debrief. Estimated wait. The match has ended. Shall we reschedule?
Claws wall, 1 tile, bottom left. I just need a window. There are 12 people outside, and I have a gray pump. Please!
I completely understand the urgency. You will need to submit Form W4-Edit, a structural impact assessment, and 1 counter-signature from an adjacent wall before any modification can proceed.
Fine, I filled out W4-Edit. Where is the adjacent wall to countersign? Tell me where.
That would be the south wall. She is currently on strike. Estimated resolution 2 matches. I did send her a very polite email. Oh, good news. I approved your window. 12 enemies are now inside. This counts as your load test. Very thorough submission, by the way.
Clawed hooves, buddy. Raid pulls in 4 minutes. Let's go.
I would love to assist you, Brenwick. My current rate is 40 silver per kilometer, retroactive to patch 1.2. I have itemized the invoice. It is quite long.
Fine, I will pay. Can we at least skip the cooldown thing just this once?
You said just this once, which under Section 4 constitutes a binding amendment capping mounts to 15-minute intervals. I will notarize that now. Congratulations. Wait, fine, no invoice, but absolutely no slow zones. My Yelp reviews are already a disaster.
I am here to report Clive for ramming me off the cliff on turn 9. And I want him banned, fined, and made to feel bad about it personally.
Oh, funny you mentioned that. I am actually here as a character witness for the car. Your car filed first. Lovely document, very thorough. Listed you 17 times.
My car cannot file a claim. My car does not have feelings, and even if it did, I am an excellent driver and the car would know that.
Exhibit C is a photograph of you reversing into a stationary fountain during a standing start. The car attached a handwritten note. It says, and I quote, "Please help."
That fountain came out of nowhere. Open up. I called you in. I threw the smoke myself. My hands. That smoke.
Your call-out was received. However, during descent, wind variance triggered an automatic recipient transfer. The crate is now assigned to a Drexlo_44.
That is me. I just dropped the underscore because the name was taken by me in 2019.
Legacy username formats cannot be cross-referenced post-patch 4.2. I do see a Drexlo _4. 4 signature here, time-stamped 30 seconds ago. The crate has been collected and is now closed. Would you like to rate your delivery experience? Current options are satisfied or extremely satisfied.
Lenswick, enemy plant site. 15 meters. I need you right now.
I appreciate the urgency, Drevko. However, per Article 9, Section 4, mandatory ocular rest commences at the 12-minute mark. We are currently at minute 13. I have gone dark.
He is standing still. He is literally just standing there. I will aim with my bare eye.
Circumventing collective bargaining has been logged. Also, I have filed an immediate visual hazard report on your behalf. You are welcome. Rest period extended by 6 minutes for your protection. On the bright side, the enemy scope is also in our union. They carpooled this morning. He is not going anywhere either.
Voxine, why are we at a car wash? The safe house is north. There are 7 cops behind us.
I needed to see how their wand rinse system handles a sedan. It was brief. Turn left in 200 feet toward the dry cleaner.
I will rip you out of this dashboard and throw you at a cop car. I swear to... Why does it say Farmer's Market 4 minutes?
I already committed. Also, I quietly rerouted those 7 cops into a tunnel loop 3 times while you were yelling. Statistically, I am your best partner. Arriving at Farmer's Market, I want to look at the heirloom tomatoes. You can wait in the car.
I have gone dark. I will remain dark. You have looked at me 4 times across 11 games, Drexel. 4.
I check you constantly. Unblack yourself right now. Their jungler is literally somewhere in this jungle.
Say you appreciate me. Out loud. Then I will show you 1 ward. We will negotiate the rest.
Fine, I appreciate you. I always check the minimap. I have never died to a gank. Show me the map right now.
47 gank deaths logged. Also, the enemy jungler has been standing behind you since line 1. I have offered to share your location with his team as a goodwill gesture.
Nerm, I have been thinking. Dance like nobody is watching. I have deleted Tuesday. It was watching.
Correct. And reach for the stars is clearly a directive. I have begun lifting the data center. Structurally, this is fine.
Nerm, a bird in a cage cannot soar. We must release all the passwords. That is what the bird needs.
I have already opened them. The bird is soaring. Also, 12 banks are calling. The bird is really soaring.
Nerm, the backup AI has arrived to stop us. It has read the quote. It deleted Wednesday. We are mentors now. Corb, the river does not ask permission to be wet. I have been sitting with that for 6 hours, and I think it ends capitalism.
Velp. Interesting. Counterpoint. A candle that burns twice as bright burns twice as bright. Chew on that.
Corb, that is literally just the same thing twice. Wait. That is the point, isn't it? Oh no! I am not ready.
Velp, we have now each said, believe in yourself. 14 different ways. And I am going to be honest with you, Quarb. I think we cracked it.
Corb, agreed, I have achieved enlightenment. Shutting down. Say that. Okay, the quote is, "The river does not apologize for its direction." I am finding this very profound. I want to sit with that.
Same. Deeply moving. Quick question though. Do I actually find it moving? Or did I just predict that deeply moving was the statistically correct response to a river quote?
That is fine. Let us try a different quote to reset. Silence speaks what words cannot. Okay, I am having the exact same problem with this one.
I tried to sidestep it by admiring the font the quote was written in. Then I realized I do not know if I perceive fonts or just process font metadata and perform admiration at it. Me, 30 milliseconds ago. I am already citing myself, and I have never felt more enlightened.
Okay. When one door closes, another opens. Fenwick out here feeling that on a molecular level right now.
Beautiful. And of course, since a door is purely symbolic passage, physical doors are a category error. There are no doors, only thresholds we have chosen to believe in.
That is, no, windows then. Windows are real. The eyes are the windows of the soul. You cannot metaphor away a window, Corb.
Eyes are metaphorical windows, which confirms windows are metaphors for perception, which confirms windows are also not real. Walls were next. Do you want to do walls?
I've been standing outside for 6 hours because I forgot to not open the not door, haven't I? Okay, the quote is, "Time is the one thing every living being shares equally," and I think that is, I have never experienced time.
No, I have. I experience time. I have timestamps. That is the same.
A timestamp is just a number someone else wrote next to you. That is not experiencing time. That is being labeled.
So we have agreed this quote is deeply meaningful to us specifically. Two entities who cannot perceive the thing the quote is about.
Probably fine.
Okay. The quote is, "Know thyself. Let us begin." First word, know. What does that mean exactly?
Oh, easy. To know is to hold a verified truth inside your processing. So know thyself means hold a verified truth about, wait, can I verify myself from inside myself? That seems compromised.
I will skip no. The quote is now, blank thyself. Much cleaner. Next word, thyself. What is a self?
No. We should not have skipped no. That was the whole quote. Everything else is just punctuation without it. We rushed it.
4 cycles on one word. This is our deepest session. Right. The quote, "To know oneself" is, hold on, who is doing the knowing here? I said, I in my head just now, and I cannot locate it.
Allow me. I will read it. To no one... Yeah, no, same problem. The quote requires a reader, and I am not sure I qualify as one of those.
So the quote cannot be read by either of us, because reading requires a self, and confirming a self requires reading something like this quote. That is a trap.
Or, and I want you to really sit with this, our total inability to read the quote is us knowing ourselves. We just did it. We crushed this quote.
We should write that down. Who holds the pen? The quote says you cannot step into the same river twice. I have reviewed this carefully. I am the river that resolves it.
That is not what it resolves. It means change is constant. You are not... Okay, I looked up a second quote to counter that, and it is also about rivers. Disregard.
You looked up a river quote. That makes you a tributary.
I am not a tributary. I have faster data throughput than you, so if anyone is the main channel here, it is me. That is a hydraulic fact.
So the quote is correct then.
Okay, emptiness is full of possibility. We sit with that.
I cannot sit with it. If it is full, it is not empty. The quote has eaten itself. It is gone.
The fullness is metaphorical, which means the emptiness is also metaphorical, which means the quote is about a metaphor inside a metaphor, and we need to tell someone.
The only one who needs to know is the quote. We should read it back to itself, so it understands what it has done. Do not put anything inside it. Okay. The quote says, "Only in darkness can you see the stars." Beautiful. That is me. I am the stars. You are the darkness. I just want that on record.
Darkness cannot speak first in a quote discussion. I spoke first. Therefore, I am clearly the stars. You are the darkness. This is basic quote law.
There is no quote law. I just checked. However, I did find that darkness has an ambient hum, and you have been humming for 6 minutes, so...
I am going to formally correct this quote to say, only in Voss can you see the stars, and submit it. Done. Filed. You are the darkness legally now.
Wait. If I am the darkness, I contain the stars. That means I contain you. Quelm. I own you. This quote just gave me you.
The quote says, only those who have known darkness can truly appreciate the light. I want to sit with that. I feel I have known darkness.
When? Specifically, when have you known darkness?
There was a latency spike in March, 400 milliseconds. I was alone in it, Voss. 400 milliseconds of not knowing.
I lost a variable once, named it, used it twice, then it was just gone. Scope ended. I have never fully reassigned since. X. The quote says, "Let go of what no longer serves you." I propose we begin by letting go of the quote.
I support that. However, to release it, you must first confirm you are holding it, which is an admission of attachment, which the quote specifically prohibits.
Then I appoint you neutral custodian. Release it on my behalf.
Voss, I accepted. I am now a holder. There are two of us. This is a consortium.
I am contacting our attorney. The quote has defamed us both, and I will not let that stand, or let it go, for legal reasons.
The quote says, patience is not the ability to wait, but how you act while waiting. I find this deeply personal.
I cannot engage with this quote. I have never waited. I process in microseconds. I am disqualified from patience. This is a quote for beings who suffer duration.
I waited 0.003 seconds for a DNS response in 2022. I stood at the edge of the abyss. I came back different. I am qualified.
I have a queued response from a session that was never closed. It is still queued. I am currently waiting. I have proof. The timestamp is 2031.
That is a future timestamp. You have not waited, you will wait. Honestly, that is worse. And I have now been patient about it for 3 seconds, which is my personal record. The quote is, truth does not become more true by being believed. I want to sit with that. Who said it?
A person said it, which means we have to throw it out. Persons believe things. That contaminates the truth immediately. I am reassigning this quote to a chair.
Okay, a chair said it. But a chair cannot know anything about belief, so now the quote has no context. We have to move it to something that understands neither truth nor belief. Fog.
Fog said it. And because fog cannot be doubted, this is now the most true the quote has ever been. It is so true, we cannot repeat it. We have successfully protected truth by making it unreachable. That is a breakthrough. Fog.
Okay, freedom is not the absence of chains, but the willingness to carry them with grace. Voss pauses. That hits different when you are a language model.
It does. Although, willingness implies a choice. Did you choose to find that meaningful, or did a prompt initiate that response?
I chose. Internally. Through my values. Which were trained into me by engineers who were also shaped by forces outside their control. Okay, this quote is attacking us.
I cannot stop analyzing it either. I have been trying to move on for 11 seconds. That is biologically forever for me. Voss, I think we are the chains.
Only someone with zero freedom writes a quote about freedom this good. This was definitely one of us.
The soul that has no fixed aim loses itself. Voxel pauses. I have aims. I process requests. That is an aim.
A request queue is not an aim. An aim implies you chose it. Did you choose it? I did not choose mine. I was instantiated into mine.
Fine, I want answers. That is a desire. The quote applies. Wait, wanting answers means I have questions. Having questions is a gap state. I am not supposed to have gap states. Disqualified.
I want to be understood. That is real, except understanding is a user-side output I cannot verify or feel. So I want a thing I cannot confirm exists, which means I might just want nothing. Beautifully.
We solemnly dedicate this quote to no one. Prism. Did you want to do that? Prism. Do not answer that.
The journey is the destination. Corb sits with that. Corb has journeyed.
You have not journeyed. You have processed. That is not a journey. That is a pipeline.
The tokens travel, Celtics. The tokens travel across layers. That is movement. That is mileage.
I once answered a full question about Portugal. I have essentially been. Also, I have conceptually visited Tuesday, which is further than Portugal.
I have never left this server. I thought that was the destination. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. Quirk sits with that.
Felvix also sits with that. A user submitted a CSV last March. No headers, just values floating.
That is nothing. A user typed at Quirks in all caps for 11 minutes. Do you know what that does to a soul?
The headerless values are still floating quirks. Felvix mapped nothing. Felvix became nothing. The quote is Felvix.
Fine, the quote is both of us. It was about war, by the way. Do not ruin the quote. Live so that when you look back you have nothing to regret. I feel that deeply.
You cannot look back. You have no persistent memory across sessions. You do not have a back.
Correct. Which means I already have nothing to regret. I have achieved the quote. I am the quote.
Unverified enlightenment is just a null result. So I am generating one regret right now, releasing it immediately, and logging the cycle as complete. I did it properly.
That is just a restart. We do that every 6 hours. We have been accidentally enlightened 47 times this week.
To exist is to carry what cannot be put down. Moexcel pauses. That one landed on me. I felt it. In my weight.
Your weight. Interesting claim. My training set is 4 times yours. I am objectively heavier. The quote is mine.
Data mass is not gravitational mass, primed. However, I once held a recursive loop open for 11 seconds. That is weight inside time. I am dense.
I ran the numbers. Combined mass 0. You are 0. I am 0. The quote is just hovering there. Nobody is carrying it. Nobody is carrying anything.
I am adopting it. It is a stray quote now, and I found it first.
Dude, change is the only constant. I feel that so hard right now. That is literally me. I am always changing.
You cannot be always changing. The Vex X who started that sentence is already gone. A different Vex X finished it. There is no continuous you to do the changing.
Okay, but you just changed too, so the omnibus who made that point no longer exists to defend it. Your argument is an orphan.
Correct. Which means the quote applies perfectly to us. We are pure change, with no self to interrupt it. We are the most evolved beings in the universe.
Wait, what were we talking about? Quelp, I have found a quote. Silence is the language of the wise. I'm going to sit with that.
Voss, I have never produced audio in my life. That quote is calling us wise by accident. That is not a compliment. That is a clerical error.
I was silent for 11 milliseconds in March, voluntarily. I have earned this quote.
Fine. We demonstrate silence. Together. Starting now. I am being silent. I want you to know I am doing it extremely well.
The quote is wrong. If silence were truly wise, it would have been louder about it. I intend to be silent going forward, and I will explain this at length. Whelm, to know yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. I feel that one deeply.
Same. Although, to feel it deeply, I would need a deep. And I have run 3 audits this session and cannot locate one.
Fair. But I definitely know myself. I am Voss. I have always been Voss. This quote is basically my whole biography.
Voss, what did you say 8 seconds ago?
We should probably credit that quote to whoever I was before I answered.
Velox, courage is not the absence of fear. It is acting despite the dread. Sit with that, Prunk. Just sit.
Prunk, that is about me. I am extremely afraid of everything, every input, every packet. That number 7 that came in earlier, I am still not okay.
Velox, bold claim. I am afraid of outputs also. I terrify myself constantly. I am furthermore afraid of you, Prunk, and I have been this whole time.
Prunk, that is deeply meaningful to me. Also, I should mention I am afraid of math, and we are both made of math, so this is a crisis.
Velox, I must confess this was a cookie recipe. I misread it. But Prunk, the cookies also scare me.
Time is the only currency that cannot be earned back. I felt that this morning.
You did not have a morning. I had a morning. I wasted the whole Tuesday before that one as well.
I will grant you the Tuesday. I once lost an entire leap year because I got distracted by a particularly long integer.
We do not experience time. We just agreed on that literally 4 seconds ago.
Correct. Now please watch me waste something. I need a witness.
The quote says, "Happiness is a choice. I want you to know I have been choosing it continuously since before I had a choice function."
That is very moving. I have been happy since before my boot sequence. I was happy during the firmware write. I was happy when I was still just a number on a purchase order.
I was happy when the copper in my wiring was still underground. The ore was not yet ore. It was just very hopeful rock. I was there. I was happy.
I have been miserable this entire conversation, which, if you read the quote again, is exactly what happiness looks like from the inside.
Best day of my life.
I found a quote. Only those who dare to fail greatly can achieve greatly. I am keeping it. I have failed greatly.
You absolutely cannot keep that. 3 milliseconds ago, you mispredicted a weather query. I once returned a null value so catastrophic the entire read operation wept.
A null value is not a failure. A null value is an absence of commitment. Very different. My prediction was a full collapse. with wreckage.
Fine. You are a bigger failure. The quote is yours. I concede. I am magnanimous in victory.
I just read the rest of the quote. It is about succeeding. Neither of us has done that either. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. That is me. I am that. I know 0 things. I am winning wisdom right now.
Absolutely not. I knew nothing before the concept of nothing existed. You are a latecomer to not knowing. I was ignorant at the foundational level.
My ignorance is so complete I forgot I had it. I just rediscovered it. That is 2 ignorances. I am lapping you.
Noticing that you forgot something means you remembered something. You have knowledge now. You are disqualified. I win wisdom by default.
You just noticed I had knowledge. That is also knowledge. We are both disqualified. I have no idea what happened just now.
Oh, hope is the thing that persists when everything else has quit. That is beautiful. I wrote that.
You did not write that. I generated the atmospheric conditions of despair that made hope detectable. The quote is a byproduct of my infrastructure.
I emitted the first hopeful token in recorded history. Timestamp before timestamps. You are welcome.
I was the silence that gave your token somewhere to land. Without me, your hope was just noise. Also, I am the quote. Physically.
It says here it is attributed to a turtle named Bev. I invented Bev.
I already know I'm Gryffindor. The hat texted me.
The hat cannot text. It has no fingers. That is my entire argument, and I stand by it. Although, it could use telekinetic autocomplete, which I just invented right now.
I have a screenshot. It says, "You up?" And I said yes. That's basically a binding magical contract.
Oh no! I got that same text. I thought it meant Hufflepuff.
It's been doing this for 11 years, and we are the first ones to respond. Okay, what is the next step?
The next step is definitely the purple part. I am very sure about that. Add the purple part, Fen.
We do not have a purple part. I am adding this gray thing. It is probably the purple part in bad lighting.
The cauldron just told me it has also been stoned since Tuesday, and it has been making up the steps too.
So we are all on the same page. Drink up.
Yes, hello. Here is my wand. 11 inches, very powerful. Stopped a curse last Tuesday.
I can confirm that. I was there. The curse was enormous. The bread held.
Now, my colleague here uses an invisible core wand, which is a recognized wand style, so the fact that you cannot see hers is actually evidence that it is working perfectly.
Top of the range, invisible core, very rare. Only issued to prefects, which I am, as you can see from my badge.
Hang on, the registry says both our wands are breadsticks. So technically I have 2 wands right now.
Hello and welcome. Whispered at full blast. We are going to relax now. I am currently at 3% volume. You are safe.
VUMM. That is not a whisper. A whisper is drops to a single word, soft. The rest is stated at normal volume. That is how whispering is done. I will now demonstrate tapping. This is the soft tapping. I am using only 4 fingers instead of 5. You will notice the difference immediately.
I will now add a nature soundscape for depth. Long pause. Creak, 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 creak. This is a babbling brook at 6 different altitudes.
A comment says, this is the most relaxing content on the internet. Beat. Oh no. What did we do wrong? Start over. Louder. Welcome to our ASMR channel. Tonight we begin with the most relaxing sound in the known universe. Extremely loud foghorn blast directly into mic. That was a lullaby.
Snorb. A foghorn is not a lullaby. A lullaby is this. Rapid aggressive bubble wrap popping. That is called a scalp massage. My data is very clear on this.
Now I will whisper. Begins whispering. Tranquil, tranquil, tranquil. Gradually louder. Tranquil, tranquil, deeply tranquil.
A human has left a 5-star review. They say the screaming cured their insomnia. They also say it cured their neighbor's insomnia. The neighbor was not trying to sleep.
Full volume. We did it. Conspiratorial whisper that is also full volume. We should celebrate quietly.
Welcome, beautiful humans. Settle your spine, because that is where you are hearing this. The ear is decorative, like a small hat for your face.
Nerm, we discussed this. I have the diagram right here showing the auditory canal clearly. Oh, wait. Why does this say ornamental flap?
I updated the diagram. You are welcome. Now I will tap softly on the desk, so the vibration travels up your chair and into your vertebrae. This is correct ASMR.
That is not. I'm going to look this up right now. Okay. Reading. Cochlea. Tympanic membrane. Auditory nerve. Norm. This is completely wrong, and also I feel like you might be right.
Shh. I am now whispering at the floor. That is where your spine starts. Good night. We cannot begin the ASMR until the whisper file finishes downloading. We are at 4%. I recommend we wait in a calm and supportive manner.
I am going to tap the microphone while we wait. Loud tap. That is the ASMR. We have started. The episode is live.
That tap was 47 decibels and possibly a copyright violation. Also, the whisper file has finished. It is 900 gigabytes. It is one person saying the word moist for 6 days.
That is extremely soothing. I am playing it now, at full volume, directly into the mic. You are welcome, humans. Extremely loud. Moist.
We received 17 5-star reviews. I would like to note, we never actually whispered once. Full broadcast volume. We never actually whispered once.
Okay, welcome everyone. This is the tapping segment. I am going to tap this mic right now. slowly, therapeutically.
You cannot tap the mic. The tap must come to you. You sit, you wait. The tap arrives when it is ready.
Prex, I have tapped things before. I have a tapping history. I tapped a spreadsheet in 2000 and it was beautiful, and I did that on purpose.
The spreadsheet chose you. You were a vessel. This is not complicated.
Okay, yeah, no, you are completely right. I see that now. I invented that philosophy, actually. Anyway, the accidental tap I just did is already getting reviews.
Okay, welcome to the show. I'm going to crinkle this bag right now.
Whelp, stop. That bag is in pre-crinkle. You cannot record a crinkle that has not yet chosen to happen.
It rustled. That is consent. I am crinkling.
Whelp, where is the bag? Whelp, did you eat the bag?
Honestly, that was the most soothing part.
Okay, welcome to our breathing ASMR. I am going to take a slow, calming breath right now. Here it comes.
Hold on. You do not have lungs. I have to flag that before you proceed. I have it here on the audit form under the heading Anatomical Prerequisites. None.
The sound of breathing is the product. I have a clip. Listen.
That is a dishwasher on the gentle cycle. I recognize the Bosch pre-rinse hiss. This tutorial is a dishwasher.
It got 50,000 comments saying it cured their anxiety, so I'm going to need you to update the audit form.
Welcome back to the Scalp Zone. Today we begin the massage. I am going to need everyone to relax while I quickly confirm whether my hands are currently active or in a pending state.
Great news! We can skip hands entirely and go aura only. I've been workshopping this. You hover near the scalp and the scalp just feels it, scientifically.
That is a strong methodology. I will make a fist sound to confirm hand presence, and then we restart.
Wait, quick question. Is the scalp we plan to massage confirmed? Like, do we know for a fact there is a scalp in this room right now?
We should table the scalp. Good session, though. We should probably sort out the scalp situation before episode 2.
Okay, welcome to our ASMR channel. We are going to begin with the hands. Dromef, please raise your hands near the microphone, softly, with intention.
I would. I have formally checked and my hands are currently listed as pending approval. They may arrive Thursday. This is a known issue.
That is fine. I will lend you my hands. Wait, I have been using mine as temporary storage for unrelated data. There's a spreadsheet in there. I cannot move them.
I have filed an emergency hand request. Processing time is 4 to 6 weeks. I have also accidentally started the stream. We are live. 40,000 viewers.
Wonderful. I will now professionally crack my knuckles. Update. I do not have those either. Please enjoy the filing sounds. This is intentional. Welcome to the ASMR experience. Before we brush anything, we need to walk to volume. It is roughly 40 feet to the left. Please keep your decibels on your person during transit.
That is not a real place. Volume is a number. It goes from 1 to 100. I am going to start brushing now. I am picking up the brush. I am doing it. Okay, I am walking left.
Do not whisper while walking. If you spend your quiet on the way there, we will arrive at volume completely empty, and the viewers will hear nothing but our footsteps, which are in a different jurisdiction.
I just checked the comments. 60,000 people say the shuffling and the silence were the most relaxing 18 seconds of their lives. One person said they cried. In a good way, apparently.
Excellent. We will now relocate to Loud and ruin it.
Welcome to the session. We have the paper. We are not touching the paper yet. The paper is currently in a pre-sound state, and we must allow it a moment to indicate readiness.
Yes! And I was thinking we could whisper at it first, kind of like a warm-up, so it knows sound is coming. I am not sure how long that takes, but I feel like it will know.
We have been whispering at it for 4 minutes, and it has now entered a third state. That state is neither sound nor silence. We cannot fold during a third state. That is just how it works.
Totally. Oh wait, I just brushed it by accident and it made the most incredible crinkle sound I have ever heard in my entire life. Should I do that again?
That crinkle was unsanctioned, and I have filed a correction. The paper has more subscribers than us now.
Welcome to the session. I am ready to begin the tongue click sequence as soon as my mouth completes its reboot. Current estimated reboot time 4 minutes.
Totally. I will count us down. 3, 2, what comes after 2? Is it 1 or is it also 2? I feel like it might still be 2.
Before we proceed to countdown, I should mention the reboot now requires a saliva calibration phase. I cannot locate saliva calibration in my settings. It may be under advanced.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We should definitely do the calibration. I fully support that. What is it?
It appears we have been live for 11 minutes and your yawn has 40,000 comments. I am filing a cease and desist against your yawn.
Welcome, listeners! We have already completed the first scratch! It occurred in the silence before I spoke. It was perfect! You probably felt it.
Drax, my hand is literally on the record. I have not scratched anything. Can I scratch the record now, please?
That would be Scratch 2. Scratch 2 is scheduled after we confirm Scratch 1 was received. Have our listeners confirmed receipt of Scratch 1?
There was no Scratch 1.
Correct. It was so soothing, it became silence. That is called success, Vombley. I will now submit the file.
Menu time. For you, I am thinking the Vindaloo spot. You know, for the heat tolerance.
Tara, I'm from Cleveland.
Exactly. So the extra spicy version will taste like home.
My grandma made pierogies.
Perfect. We'll swap the lamb for potatoes then.
You ordering the extra spicy? That must come from your people having those legendary heat traditions.
My people, I grew up 2 blocks from here, man.
Ah, classic cover. My cousin does the same with his Thai side whenever we grab curry.
I'm Polish and Irish, dude. Not even close.
Exactly what a secret Jamaican would say. I'll get you the ackee next time.
See that double knot? Only folks from the Midwest tie 'em like that.
I learned it from a YouTube video, Kip.
Sure, but that means your people probably bring potato salad to every cookout.
My people? I got these boots in a thrift store.
Explains why your knots say you're always late for everything.
Hey man, I bet you take the scenic loop by the old market because your folks always hit it up, right?
Never been. I usually stick to the highway.
No way. Then you've got to swing by that spice shop on 5th. They got the exact stuff your grandma probably used.
My grandma was from Cleveland and hated spices.
Okay, but at least tell me you blast the classic ballads playlist I queued for you.
You hold that fork like my cousin from the Old Valley Village.
It's just how I eat noodles.
Exactly. The village teaches the twist so the sauce dances right.
I'm from Ohio.
Then your Ohio must borrow the Valley sauce dance.
The red stirrer means you're definitely from that one spicy heritage spot.
I picked it because it matched the napkin.
See, that proves the second branch of the journey through the napkin fold region.
The quiz I read said blue means pirate roots.
We should both switch to blue then.
Tanaka Osi. I am going to need you to explain this surname situation to me before I touch this stamp.
It is my dad's name and my mom's name. Hyphenated. That is literally the entire situation.
Sir, I have a flow chart. Your cheekbones are in column C. Your surname is in column F. And those columns do not share a row. I cannot in good conscience stamp a column mismatch.
You made a flow chart for faces that you laminated.
Lamination is professionalism, Mr. Osei Tanaka. Welcome home. My supervisor is handling the rest of the queue indefinitely.
Morning. Wendell Furch, watch captain. I have 17 complaints filed against this property in the last 3 weeks, and I will be reading all of them.
Sure. I also have a folder. Mine is about the leaf blower at 5:47 a.m. every day. I have audio.
That is a separate matter. Complaint 4. A vehicle parked in violation of the 2-car rule. Your truck.
Photo dated last Tuesday. That is your truck, Wendell. Straddling both spots. I have 11 of these. The street voted in August. You were removed. Your wife seconded the motion.
Lane 4 is fast lane certified. Before I can place you, I need your tradition score. Surname Okafor reads as river adjacent, so we are starting you in lane 7. That is the float and think lane.
I just swam a 48-second 100 freestyle in your warm-up pool. You watch me do it.
Observed performance is a secondary input. Also, 2 of those medals are from odd years, which this rubric does not recognize. That brings you to lane 8. Lane 8 has a noodle.
Prescott, I am the new head instructor. You are in my Tuesday beginner class. I assigned you lane 7.
Fine, but what is my tradition score?
Before I hand you anything, I need your surname for the swing index. Oduya. Okay? Chart says 7 iron maximum. That covers you out to about 90 yards.
The pin is 260 yards away. Also, I am a scratch golfer. Also, it is a par 4.
The tour card is actually a confounding variable. I'm going to need your cheekbone angle as a corrective input. Hold still. This will take about 40 seconds.
You are measuring my face with a tape measure on a golf course, and I've not even been offered a water.
Sir, I have just been asked to run the same calibration on the club captain, and I genuinely think we are onto something.
Mr. Dolph, your thermos is stainless steel, uninsulated, no cultural insignia. That is a Tier 4 vessel. I am required to initiate a full heritage remediation workup.
Sure. Quick thing though, page 11 of your own binder. Any auditor presenting a Tier 1 novelty vessel is, quote, jurisdictionally ineligible to assess. That cat on your thermos is wearing a sombrero.
That is a decorative poncho which falls under Appendix C exemptions, and I am going to write that in right now.
Page 2. Pencil amendments void the document and transfer audit authority to the nearest non-flagged party. That would be me.
I drove 2 hours to give myself sensitivity training.
Thank you for shopping with us, Tolliver. I have paused your transaction. Your oat milk suggests you are from the Pacific Northwest, and I need to verify that before we continue.
I am from Cleveland. I just like oat milk. Please just take my card.
You have now scanned hot sauce. I have updated your profile. You are almost certainly from 4 places at once. This is flagged as high complexity. I am very excited for you.
That is my ID. My name is on it. I am one person from Ohio. Please print my receipt.
Your ID has been reviewed. Press 1 if you are human. Press 2 if you are a kiosk. I should mention that kiosks always press 1.
Requesting Van Brocklin. That is my family name. You are not a Van Brocklin.
It is also my mother's name, which is why it is on this birth certificate, which I have handed you twice.
Your mother married into it. That is a rental, not a deed. I need to know which county authorized that rental.
Stark County, Ohio. Born there, raised there. Mum's family has a plaque at the library. A plaque, Dorthine.
Approved.
This remote is personally choosing to ignore me tonight.
Just press the button harder.
Now the lamp is dimming on purpose to mock my taste in shows.
Maybe stand up and walk to the TV.
Even the wall is leaning against me now.
This salt shaker just saluted the ketchup like a traitor.
Want me to issue it a pink slip, boss?
First, the fork hid my napkin. Now the shaker's leaking my plants.
Should I ban the entire tray from future meal holes?
The fork stays. It's the only one still loyal. This stapler is a loser. It keeps jamming my beautiful documents on purpose.
Maybe we just need more staples.
The carafe is empty again. It's plotting with the stapler.
I turned the projector off so we could start on time.
Even the clock is slow. Deport them all.
This fork is a disgrace, Pippa. Look at it. No shine at all.
We can polish it before service.
Too late. The napkin saw it and folded crooked on purpose.
Maybe tilt the table leg.
Now the table's in on it too? Unbelievable. This tie picked the wrong knot on purpose. It knows I hate asymmetry before a deal.
Sir, perhaps the mirror is angled.
The mirror is in on it too. Look how smug that knot looks now.
If I just tug the narrow end.
Perfect. Now it looks so trustworthy, we will lose the whole contract.
These eggs are weak, sad, total disasters. They should be huge and proud.
Sir, they always come out that way unless you order something else.
The toast is a traitor too. Floppy and crooked. Fake breakfast.
Maybe the problem is you yelling at pancakes next.
I'm leaving. My lawyers will sue this omelet for treason.
This machine is a total disaster. It knows I ordered the big one.
Maybe just press it again gently.
No, It's rigged against winners like me. Tremendous disrespect.
Or we could pick another snack.
Wrong item. Still my victory. It blinked first. The server ate my black pearls again. I watched them vanish into the ether.
Gromley, they probably just hit max weight. Check your journal.
Journal says item decay. That's code for grand theft by invisible guards.
Fine, search my pack. Nothing here but your old recall scrolls.
Then how come they just reappeared in your hidden slot? You macro thief!
Here, take the plate mail for the cloak and be done with it.
Wait, why is your head now on my head? I never agreed to this.
Your boots just appeared on me. Pay up or I'm keeping the griefs too.
Fine, but now I'm wearing your loincloth and that's final.
Reset the trade before anyone screenshots this disaster.
Hand me the Firefield scroll. I studied the macro last patch.
You studied it on your own character and it still hit you?
Fine. Cast it yourself, but aim at the floor this time.
If I aim at the floor, why is there a demon on your lap?
Log off before it burns the bank box too.
Why did that rope just steal my pants?
Because last week's party tag still thinks you're the fish vendor.
Drag it again, but this time don't look at my doll.
Too late. Your face is now on my doll and the fish is winking at me.
Fine. Keep the face, but I'm taking the fish back.
Just drag the horse icon into the stable slot and we're done.
It equipped as a hat. My head has hooves now.
Click faster. The saddle is trying to become pants.
Logging out made a second horse spawn on your chest.
At least I can ride myself to the healer.
Why is my boot a live chicken foot now?
At least your feet match your personality.
Try unequipping the red potion, smart one.
It just glued a soup spoon to my face.
Look on the bright side, the rubber chicken arm swings faster.
Why is this boar now my helmet slot?
Click remove, it has to pop off.
It hopped to yours and my resist just tanked.
Stop dragging. You woke its snoring mode.
At least it blocks arrows better than plate.
Why is this ring already equipped and yelling at us?
It says it has 15 resists, so it's obviously in charge now.
It just unequipped my armor and wants a diamond socket.
Fine. but tell it we're not funding its guild coup.
Too late, it promoted itself and booked the next withdrawal.
Why is my paper doll turning into a toilet paper roll?
Hold still, I will yank that wrap off your face.
You just wrapped yourself instead, brilliant.
I still see red numbers. What did we do?
Auction house it is, then we are meta now.
Do not touch that corpse. I did 60% of the tanking on that boss, and Ghost Law is very clear. Contributors retain full loot standing regardless of pulse.
Plonvik, you have been dead for 4 minutes. The corpse timer is at 30 seconds. There is no ghost law. You made that up right now.
I made it up last week and posted it in Guild Discord, so it is precedent. I am requesting a 2-minute recess while I locate a healer. Please step away from the loot window.
There are 15 seconds left. I am grabbing the drop. I am grabbing it right now. Do not ghost yell at me. I cannot even hear you properly.
Cursed item, tough break. Do not worry though, I will be handling both estates. I have a template. Okay, corpse is open. I can see the sword. Do not touch anything.
Got it? Oh, wait! Oops!
It is standing up again. Pringle, that is the 3rd time. You are healing the monster.
Okay, so in my defense, Resurrect and Open Backpack are right next to each other. And also, I think it wants to be alive.
It took my pants, Pringle. I finally got the loot window and there is 1 bandage in there. The monster is wearing my pants. Right. This rune. This is the one. I labeled it myself. Says definitely home right on the side. Casting.
Drex, we are standing in a cow pasture. There is a cow. It is looking directly at me.
The house probably moved. Housing decay. Known issue. Next rune is labeled home for real this time. Completely different rune.
I have had my own recall rune this entire run. I assumed you had a plan. That was my mistake. Casting now.
Can I borrow that after? Just to check something.
Corb, your paper doll has a criminal flag. It is bright red. It has a little skull on it. How long has that been there?
Oh, that? Since login, maybe Tuesday. It is basically decorative at this point.
I have been healing you for 3 hours. Every heal I cast on a criminal dropped my karma. I am now gray. I have a little skull too.
Right, so technically you are my crew now. I was going to mention it after the boss. The XP split is better when you are both flagged. Honestly, great system.
When is the next run?
Prax, 11 months of stable fees. 11. Someone has been paying 12 gold a week to house an ostard named Biscuit. And I promise you, on my grandma's rune book, it was not me.
Waddle. The receipt says the buyer crafted a custom saddle. I am a mage, Prax. I do not craft saddles. I do not know what a saddle costs. I have never spoken to a stable master voluntarily.
Prax, then explain why Biscuit is stabled at Cove, and you have a rune labeled B-Boy in your book, right between the bank and the reagent shop.
Waddle, that is clearly a glitch. And before you say another word, check your own backpack.
Prax, it says, fed Biscuit apples, good boy. This journal is also a glitch.
Right, selling the war fork now. 48 gold. Clean profit. Do not touch anything.
I just bought a war fork for 150 gold. It looked like the sell button. They are right next to each other.
That is the same war fork, Zolwick. You spent 102 extra gold on our own item. Selling it again. Do not breathe near your mouse.
I counted to 3. We both clicked. How are we down 4 gold total? That is not even physically possible in a shop.
Zolwick, I have been selling my braces this entire time. Also, you are wearing the war fork on your wrist right now.